Welcome back to Pinedale, a town in the in the southeastern reaches of the Alanim Empire, where a small party of intrepid heroes has recently gathered. After running into and meeting each other in pairs, you eventually all found your way to this quiet little town on the eve of Year's End, where, literally running into each other at the door of the Ciderwood Inn, you stepped inside, met an interesting wizard and her barkeep friend, and set out to enjoy the festivities on this Year's End Eve. Games were had, prizes were won, money was lost to gambling, money was gained to gambling, and good times were had by all until the day wound towards its close, and you all gathered with the rest of the town to hear the mayor give his annual speech, celebrating the end of the year and welcoming the beginning of the new one, when all of a sudden everything went to shit. Skeletons bursting out of the mayor's home and dragging him screaming inside, whereupon you all leaped into action, storming the house, saving who you could. And while you were unfortunately too late to rescue the Baron, you did say, the mayor, thank you. Fucked myself with that one. Just endlessly going to, I mean, he's dead now, so it's like I can't fuck it up that hard. You were able to save almost everyone else in the house from the skeletons as well as the dragon. Small, but still fearsome. That had actually been the one to kill the mayor. And as the house settled to silence around you, the maid coming out of the children's room looked at the fallen beast and said, "That's the Gravedrake. The Gravedrake the woods were named after. Why is it back?" And that is where we left off. So, in the mayor's home, what would you like to do?
Is that a real dragon? I go and poke it with my stick.
So it is real. It has this strange sort of constantly wisping quality. Shadows are rising and writhing off of it before dissipating as though it's made out of black flames. But it is corporeal. Your staff hits flesh, which sort of sinks in a little bit.
That is weird.
Mabon would be collecting bones from all the skeletons and stuff.
Mabon just
Yeah.
grabbing little finger bones and
Just one from each.
sticking them in her titty pocket.
Yes.
Grohl would probably be looking for anybody else that may have been in the building, looking for survivors and non-survivors.
Okay.
To try and get their bodies out.
Ooh. Roll. Well, I want to have you roll for this. I'll let you roll.
Athletics?
I'll let you roll athletics.
14?
14 for this will get you. You do actually find the cook on the cusp of his life running out.
Yes.
What do you do?
Can I make a medicine check? Stabilize him?
You can.
I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna use my hero point.
Okay.
Wait, everyone reset your hero points.
Yes, everybody has one.
No more notes.
Mark that out. 9 plus 7, so that's 16.
16, I believe, should do it. I don't remember right off the top, but I'm just going to say...
It's typically 15 plus its dying value, apparently.
What'd you get?
16.
16?
Come on.
In this case, I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
Yay!
As you have leapt immediately into action and chose to do that before doing any investigation, talking, whatever.
Totally.
Okay.
I'd also like to look for wounded.
Give me a perception check. As you run through the house looking.
It's a natural 19.
Nice. There are other wounded, but there are none who have been like knocked unconscious or who are dying. There was the girl in the office, the servant who was in the dining room. They're all, have taken damage, but they're alive.
I would like to go down to the basement and investigate the hole.
Yeah, we kind of hand wave that a little bit, but on inspecting the house, you do find that there is sort of an area in the dirt basement that was broken, like through, just broken earth and dirt.
I want to investigate that hole.
Okay, so are you looking to...
Thank you.
Yeah,
In the hole.
are you looking to just perceive things about the hole, or are you trying to find like magical signatures where you would use like Arcana?
Yes.
That's what you're going for?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
And anything I can find out from the hole.
Dry fingered.
Yeah, make sure you put all your fingers in the hole, one by one.
Dry finger butthole.
Spit on your fingers
Dark
first.
Souls. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Spit as lube.
Sorry. Can't control myself.
Never apologize. So we will do Recall Knowledge with Arcana. You don't detect any magical signatures on the hole itself. However, looking at it, it looks like there wasn't anything particularly connected with the location. It looks like whatever these creatures were, they were probably already underground and made their way here kind of on accident.
So
I don't like that answer.
I think Eldunk would have followed Grohl into the kitchen,
Okay.
would have helped very briefly, and then would have just started kind of perusing the spices, restocking whenever he was running low.
Absolutely incredible. I love
Only
it.
the freshest stuff of cool stuff.
Um, it's around this time that you hear. Sorry, did you have a thing?
I would want to check out the dragon's body.
Yeah, be there too.
Great.
Yeah.
I created one encounter in Path Builder Encounters that's literally just all the players, just so that I can pull up everybody's skills. It's so nice. This is so fucking nice. Good.
Did it count for my level up yet?
Probably.
I had to reconnect for mine.
I might have to recount.
Oh, okay. Fantastic. So this creature you recognize as a Shadowdrake. It is indeed partially composed of living shadow, though it's mostly corporeal. This essentially allows it to reflexively blend into shadows when attacked, which you did briefly see. I mean, not you specifically, but you, the party, saw when Grohl attacked it. It wreathed itself in shadows in order to avoid that attack.
Which it didn't.
Uniquely, most dragons hail from the elemental planes, the elemental plane of air, fire, earth, and water. Shadowdrakes are the only breed of dragon that hail from the Shadowfell. But they are not undead. You also learn that for immaterial creatures, which is any creature from another plane of existence than the prime material plane, their power grows or shrinks depending on the swells of cosmological power in their environment. This dragon is not undead, And so it isn't necromantic energy that caused it to suddenly appear, but because it is a creature of the Shadowfell, that is what drew the skeletons to the dragon. Something brought the Gravedrake, and then the Gravedrake brought the skeletons. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Does it seem that the Gravedrake came from the same entry point that the skeletons did, or does it look like it came from somewhere else?
Almost certainly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm still remembering everybody's names here.
Mabon.
Mabon is...
Mabon.
Mabon.
While Mabon is looking at this, I'm going to be kind of like also examining the drake and kind of turning inwards, sort of thinking to myself, Brilla, what the fuck is it? Is the Gravedrake?
Cool. You get kind of the same general information. Fuck you. You also get, I wouldn't say that it's words or specific information. You get a sense of unease, of familiar unease, as though she is afraid that something, she's not afraid that something is happening, she's afraid that something is happening again.
That's, wow, I feel that, like, right in my intestines, boy. Oof.
Are you saying that out loud, or is this in your head?
I say it out loud.
It's
Not loudly, but just like, wow, I feel that in my intestines. Yeah.
It's about this time that the front door of the house crashes open, and you hear a voice, Tiara! Striding through the first floor and straight up the stairs. Indomerun, Mabon, and of course Litha. You recognize Zander, Windborn.
Do I see him?
You see him.
Wouldn't recognize.
Gotcha. So what you see is a sort of portly in a distinguished way elven gentleman with decently fine clothes and sort of just like slick back hair with a little bit of gray in it. However, also with him, you spot a stout, broad-shouldered, white dragonborn man in very fine blue clothing. You recognize Galtin Icewing, owner of another tavern in town called the Flagonborn.
That's amazing.
As he passes through the house, the Dragonborn sees Ridian and Grohl, and his eyes linger on you for a moment, and he gives like a nod of sort of respect and recognition. But his attention is mostly on Zander as he follows him upstairs. Zander reaches the top and goes straight to the mayor's wife, and just sort of looks over. He's like, Tiara, are you all right? How are the children? We're safe, but Briar's dead. And you see that Zander takes that information in. Those of you who consider yourself insightful enough to notice this, notice that he doesn't say I'm sorry or offer condolences. And also you spot that Tiara is more worried about the threat to her and her children. Tiara continues speaking to Zander. Where are the other guys? Still out in the wilderness somewhere, but it looks like Pinedale is not entirely without heroes. He gives you all a nod. Thank you. Thank you so much for stopping this and stepping in. We are not a war town, and kind of throws a look out the window. It's like through the open Baron's open door and like out the balcony. Many react simply with fear when a threat presents itself. It is nice to see courage instead.
Well, I totally was afraid too, but
Our responses mean a bit more to me than how we feel on the inside, or what's currently staining our pantaloons.
I was going to talk about that next.
I think we're all going to be wanting to wear brown pants going forward.
Salamir.
It's for the shit.
That is tactical.
Never let them know your next move.
Even if it is a bowel move.
Oh my god. Alright, take a hero point, you son of a bitch. From a fucking another campaign.
I know style creeping in to get a hero point right now.
That's what I do.
Blasphemy.
The maid repeats again. Isn't anybody listening? This is the Gravedrake. Ma'am, why is it back? Why is it back after 20 years? Zander hears her say that and he looks down and he says, This is not the Gravedrake. It's something. But no, if it were the Gravedrake, Pinedale would be wiped off the face of the map. But it's not good either. He turns to the Dragonborn. Galtin, get the keepers and Iramai and meet me at the Ciderwood. And Galtin raises an eyebrow. The Ciderwood! Zander sort of blinks. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want them at your place? Fuck no. Ciderwood it is! Gives the rest of you a nod and kind of hustles out of the building. There's cleaning up to do, wounds to tend to. You're more than welcome to stay and help if you wish, but personally, I would understand you've done enough for the night if you wish to go and rest.
I'll stick around and help the injured for a time. Everyone else did most of the heavy lifting.
Is the fire out?
Yes, I convinced them to put it out before I came in.
Perfect.
Yes.
I'm going to be honest, my swinging arm's a little beat. I think I'm going to head back to the inn.
Very good.
Swing right.
Not a swing.
And I'm just
arm.
standing there.
You were a spellcaster. You really cast iron
Don't
there,
hit me with
but
the pen, please.
Yeah,
She accidentally
like,
just-
my swing arm and Mabon's like, ah.
Sorry.
Do you want some healing?
Actually, I think I totally got healed up last
Oh,
time.
perfect.
I'm not sure if I was supposed to, but
No, I
there's a
think
lot
you did.
going on.
I think, like, obviously, rules-wise, we've all learned things about emanation spells now, but you got hit with 2 heal spells.
Yeah.
Like, through the floor, or 2 or 3, or anyway.
It was a lot of healing, and
Yeah.
someone came up and healed me after 2, I think. So.
And also Bruiser.
Yeah,
Right,
Bruiser.
yes, yeah. So I had a lot of healing. I got hit a lot, but I had a lot of healing. So I think Eldunk's in a bit of a weird mood right now.
Totally.
Very
Slay.
Mm-hmm.
He heals. Slay.
I think I would help with some of the healing, but then I would like to scamper off
Okay,
to the woods.
I would help with any heavy lifting.
cool.
I definitely slip out to the Ciderwood.
Okay, good. Then let's take you two heading back to the Shadowwood. As you sort of head off, you're like, oh, I can walk you, or whatever it is.
Sure.
Sure.
What? Do you go with them, or do you stay for a minute and then head off?
I would probably go with them.
Okay.
So
Well,
I'd
then
scout
the 3 of
town.
you are walking through Pinedale towards the Ciderwood.
So that was fucking crazy, right? Not just me feeling that way, I hope.
Yeah. It's not often that Finedale gets attacked, so that'll be the talk of the town.
Yeah, like, I was in the military after a lot of the undead stuff died down, so I've not really dealt with much of that. Certainly not, frontline style.
Yeah. You,
Is that why you fight with a frying pan?
Yeah, I was a mess sergeant, so didn't actually have to do much of the fighting. But
they didn't give you a sword or anything, just fucking with the frying pan.
well, if I'd had to fight, they would have given me a sword, but I just wasn't. I was the one cooking the food for everyone doing the fighting, so
Do you prefer that?
generally, but I don't know. This seems pretty effective. I felt
crazy.
pretty good.
Aren't you, like, not supposed to wash them? So, like, doesn't it taste like blood if you're cooking it?
You can wash them. Honestly, it's a bit of a myth that you can't wash them at all. You can't soak them. That's the real trick.
I should tell my mom, because she doesn't wash them.
What?
A little bit
Or at
concerning.
least, yeah, I don't think she washes them. I think she does, like, a weird, like, you put salt in it and you just scrub it around.
I
That's
mean,
Kind of
he
related.
And maybe
kills
some, like,
germs,
oil.
doesn't it?
Yeah,
I always
that's what she says.
Heat it up on the pan with some like water in it, and then I wipe it out, and then I re-grease it. That's what I do.
Yeah,
Like,
you
oh,
boil it
boil
though, so
us
it's
too?
disinfected.
The Ciderwood.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying.
Damn, we're going down a rabbit hole.
That was Slug, not Grohl.
Yeah.
Your episode title, The Phantom Menace.
Stupid. Totally stupid.
I
Get out of
already
here.
gave you a hero point.
No,
I'm
not for that. It's terrible.
No, it wasn't. That was good.
Terrible.
Jesse knows me. Jesse hit me right where I live.
Okay.
Ugh, you son of a bitch.
Well, that's the case. I
Precision
wonder- Hopefully that's not a sign of worse things to come.
I don't think so. Nothing's come before.
Been pretty quiet
Why?
down here.
Nut.
You know, back where I come from, we never say never. The worst is yet to come at all times.
So I think you may have just said it twice.
What a crazy way to live.
True. I guess. Y'all seem kind of boring here. Except you. You did some fancy things up in there.
Yeah, and like that's something I would like to talk about. If you two at least could not talk about that at all, that'd be great.
Sure. I got lots of things I don't talk about, so I can keep yours in the trap.
I mean, like we can talk. Yeah, keep it in the trap. But we could talk about it. But like, don't talk about it like to other people.
Socially, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
This town runs on gossip, and I don't want to be at the heart of it.
Blah, blah, blah.
I forgot Geoffrey was here.
What?
You know, maybe we'll keep an eye on Geoffrey. He's kind of a gossip himself, I gotta say.
He likes to gossip as well.
Yeah. He just never stops talking. Except recently.
Jabbermouth Geoffrey.
Jabbermouth Geoffrey. Well, are you coming back to the inn?
For a second, I think I need a drink, and then I want to go look at the woods.
At night, after a dragon, the Gravedrake Woods dragon, just like came and tried to kill everyone?
Yeah.
That's crazy of you. Look how small you are. But like in a good way. I mean, look how small you are.
He's on my shoulder, so I am technically 6 foot right now.
You're very ripped, but
Ours are
also
very
your
tall.
stature is quite small.
Geoffrey would technically be...
Yeah, he's like 3 foot tall.
He would be the same height as me.
Yeah.
No, he's tiny.
Is he tiny?
Yes.
How tiny is he?
The size tiny.
I know, but like...
Real river otters are like 3 foot
Real
long.
river otters are...
I cannot stress this
same
enough.
height.
He is
He
not
is
a
tiny.
real river
I
otter.
know. I just pictured him being the size of one in my head this entire time.
Yeah.
Dude, I found out sea otters can be 100 pounds.
Yeah.
Honkers.
Those
Yeah.
motherfuckers can get the
And they're
And then suddenly
vicious.
you reread the Redwall books and you're like, oh, I get it.
Yeah. Otters are big.
They're vicious.
Badgers,
Mhm,
yo.
Are you coming back as well?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
That's fine.
But like, no talking. Especially to Canda, because she's a gossip.
Well, no talking about this with Canda, right?
I mean, you can talk about it because like everyone's gonna be talking about it, but like me,
Of course.
I was just here.
Okay. Should we say you just stayed outside and kind of watched, or?
Yeah, I just watched all these people get murdered. No, just not anything crazy.
Okay.
I just like was there.
Tended to the wounded, maybe.
Yeah.
You're a real awkward thing, aren't you?
I don't
Socialize a lot?
don't like to. No.
Hmm.
Don't have any friends.
I mean, my best friend's a rat, so...
Oh.
Well, hello.
Oh.
Jeffrey,
Hello?
Jeffrey, your family.
Oh, well,
Jeffrey, your family. I've had this exact same conversation with Crystal.
True. And I'm the
Whoa.
rat.
Jeffrey, your family. You know, it would be real fucking easy if you spoke.
Sounded like you said the word Clem, and that's a worry for me.
Clam.
Honestly, I can't understand it, but I feel like there were some swear words in there.
Jeffrey, do you like to cuss?
Oh.
He cusses.
Mm-hmm.
If I... On Jeffrey.
If you what?
You know. If I listen to Jeffrey.
Okay.
But,
You're
you
getting
know,
vague,
Jeffrey.
empathetic,
Good.
like emotional reading.
Good.
Yeah. Jeffrey's having the time of his fucking life.
Oh, well, he's just like really vibing. He kind of wants to dance. Can you talk to him?
Usually.
Like with magic?
Usually. I can talk to him. It's a matter of him talking back right now.
Like that frog that dances and talks. But then when people go to look at him, he doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
Well, Jeffrey, for keeping secrets, you could talk to us. It would be cool to hear a little baby puddle talk. He's so stinky. Yeah, he's charming.
It was a much wetter fart than I
Oh, good. Yeah.
Check your britches, Jeffrey.
You don't have any.
He might have some.
Lifts up his tail. All right, you reach the Ciderwood Inn, and as soon as you step in the door, pacing in the middle of the common room is Canda.
Oh.
Litha!
Oh,
Thank
gosh.
goodness.
Yeah.
Are y'all all right? Is everyone okay?
Yes.
Okay.
You'll be having visitors.
No one died.
No. Well,
Well,
just
technically.
remember,
yeah, Briar's dead.
All right, well,
No one's
no,
surprised.
not Briar. Briar's the Baron.
I thought you said Briar's dead.
No. What? The mayor is not Briar Llewellyn. The Baron is Briar Llewellyn. Again,
There-
I fucked me and all of us by creating a Baron and a mayor, and I apologize, but Briar
I thought when you
Llewellyn...
said to the
Briar-
wife, you were like, Briar's dead.
I lied to apologize.
And she was
Yeah, I
like,
had the same-
oh.
I did indeed say that, and I was incorrect.
Okay, I'm just glad.
The mayor's name was Edoras.
Edoras is dead
Skate.
and no one's shocked.
Yep.
Okay.
Also, like, Canda, you're gonna hear some weird shit. It was crazy chaos in there. But there is possibly a Gravedrake dragon.
A Gravedrake.
I know, it's crazy. I wish,
It's not crazy, it's impossible.
well,
I think they said it wasn't the
it wasn't
Gravedrake,
the, but it was.
Of course it wasn't the Gravedrake. If it was the Gravedrake, there would be no Pinedale.
Yeah, that's what they said.
That's what Xander said.
Who's that? Xander.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Xander
and-
showed up.
but-
Oh, thank goodness.
But it was a
And Galtin.
dragon.
And Galtin?
Yeah, he's coming.
Are they bringing all the keepers?
Yes.
I don't know if all the keepers are coming, but yeah.
They said they didn't want to do it.
Oh, well then,
the
Sean,
other
we better
man's
get things
place.
ready to go.
Yeah.
You
want me to clear these
set up the
bitches
usual
out?
table in the
Mhm,
back. Yeah.
okay.
Oh, everybody, Ciderwood's closed for the night. Thank you so much. I cannot wait to see you for the first day of year's end tomorrow. Good night. No, you can handle your tab tomorrow. It's fine. Jedediah, I'll see you in the morning.
Jedediah.
Well, thank you very much, Canda. And Jedediah
He's gonna want to
sets off out of the tavern to head back home.
Oil.
Yeah, I'll go get the room set up for the keepers.
Okay, wonderful. Back at the house, is anybody wanting to do anything else specific?
I want to talk to Zander.
Okay.
I would also like to accompany and listen.
Yeah, the two of you approach Zander. Yes.
I heard you're the man to talk to spread something around.
Oh. Oh shit.
Nut. Okay.
I am afraid I'm not necessarily quite understanding the request.
Well, there's some information I know of Tony and Ezekiel.
He kind of looks like the mayor's wife and kids are still there, so is the maid and everything like that. I understand. I'm sympathetic to your cause, let us say, and Canda did forewarn me that something like this might happen.
Not the robbery.
No, I understand.
Okay.
Probably not tonight.
Of course.
We have things to take care of. I run an establishment in town. I'm so sorry, by the way. Zander Windmore.
Grohl. Burnbriar.
Grohl. And may I assume that you are, as you appear, a knight of the Wing of the Platinum Order?
I am a PO.
Then I
Parole
am,
officer?
Then I am eager to find how we may be of help to each other. Speak with me in the morning. I run an establishment in town called the Elf's Purse. You may find it towards the south end of town. Ask for directions. I'm sure many people will be able to direct you. You are safe. Indomerun,
Hi,
you are safe?
I'm alright.
Good.
So is Mabon.
I rather gathered. Well, I have much to do and a meeting to have. So, unless there is anything else.
Nothing with Zander, but is Galtin around?
Galtin already took off.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, Galtin went to go summon the keepers.
Is there anything else you needed me to do around here before I take off?
I'm sure the field marshals shall start doing their jobs eventually. And upon that momentous occasion, I believe that you have provided quite enough assistance tonight.
My hand is great at woodworking if you need any extra rebuilding anything.
Give me a diplomacy check.
Can I use society?
Sure, absolutely.
Sister? You know that pen that I used to have that you got me?
That's gonna be an 18.
18. What are you trying to do with that?
Stripes on it.
Just
That rope kind of felt. that here?
Garner.
One of those?
Is he
Yeah, right.
a noble
The wrong pen.
technically?
You, with
don't
a
think
Society
time
18,
fits.
you gather pretty quickly that he is sort of like middle mercantile class.
Okay.
And you heard that he runs a place called the Elf's Purse in town. He seems like a merchant, like a shop owner. And
Okay.
from his appearance and dress, he seems to be doing okay. But he's
Okay.
not.
Well, he's the ex-baron, correct?
You do know that.
So-
Correct. He was once the Baron.
Would this do anything extra for me here?
Yes, absolutely. What are you trying to get with it?
Just honestly garner a little favor, and just honestly offer my services, but primarily garner a favor.
He seems to recognize something in your bearing and in your speech, and he says, I would be most interested to speak with you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Perhaps over a glass of wine.
Sure.
I would be interested to know what interest you and the Platinum Order have here in Pinedale.
We'll talk tomorrow.
We will talk tomorrow. That's up to you.
Fuck.
I've had multiple people realize that they do not have last names.
I don't have a last
if
name.
you want a last
Just gotta
name,
go find
you need
one.
to come up with one. I'm not going to give you one. Radiant?
I'm going to be looking around for anybody that got any significant injuries from the undead incursion. Treating them, but I'm also going to be doing my best to notice if there's any kind of hint of disease about any of this.
Yeah, you can roll this. Give me a medicine check.
Okay. Hero point.
Okay.
Guidance as well.
Okay. +1.
Mm-hmm. Good. That's how tonight's gonna go. My first 2 rolls, a 2 and a 1. My new dice. Gonna get him out. Get him out.
So what does a 2 get you to with guidance?
2 gets me to 10.
Cool. Like, you are able to give people basic first aid.
Yeah.
That's not something you need, like you're not rolling to restore hit points. So like you go around, you help. The maid in the dining room seems like the most sort of in shock about the whole thing. Hey, welcome. Quick recap. You have mostly investigated the mayor's house. 3 people have headed off towards the Ciderwood Inn to sort of like come towards the end of their night. Zander showed up. Zander Winmore, the shopkeep.
Elf's purse.
Elf's purse, that's right. To sort of help with the sort of like cleanup and everything like that. And so we're sort of like at the tail end of all of that.
Cool. Who went back?
Litha, Mabon, and Eldunk. So the maid who was downed in the dining room seems pretty messed up. She, got like gagged by 2 skeletons. The cook is also like just barely brought back after being like sort of off by himself, like knocked unconscious by one of the skeletons. You administer first aid to them. Are you looking to do anything else?
I'm mostly focusing on trying to notice if there's any particular signs of plague or disease about
Right.
situation.
And with a 10, you do not spot anything like that.
Right. Okay. In that case, the only other thing I want to do, what is happening with that Shadowdrake?
It's just there. Nobody's touched it. People seem actually like reluctant to draw close to it.
Mm-hmm. Ridian is going to try and take a piece of its wing, if possible, slicing off a chunk of that.
Are you initially trying to do this like stealthily?
I'd probably try not to draw attention to the fact that I'm doing it.
Go ahead and just give me a stealth or thievery check, your choice.
Oh, this is gonna be fantastic. 17, actually.
17. You can fully just collect a piece of the Gravedrake's wing.
Okay.
No problem.
I kind of slice off a bit of the kind of leathery material. Does it keep sort of doing the
Yeah, it's weird. Like you've never seen anything like this before. It's just got this strange sort of wisping shadow coming off of it, but it does sort of behave like smoke or flame, where it sort of and then vanishes.
I'm sure it's fun to carry this around, right? I roll it up and put it in my bag.
Fantastic. Okay.
You didn't learn from us, Steven? Carrying around
Season?
dragon.
What are you talking about exactly? I'm
Fuck
not
off.
following.
You are not there. You're not the talking.
This was
for.
no one's baby, I don't think.
It's someone's baby.
Like it almost attracts undead too. Interesting. That you're trying to piece around with you. What interesting.
I would like to see if there's any of the
Okay, shut the fuck up,
rooms
okay.
that we saw earlier.
Also with love.
Jesse's like, why are these skeletons following me around?
I'm a necromancer.
You do not see
Witches.
any signs of blue runes similar to what you had seen beforehand. As a bit of catch up, Mossy, is there anything that you initially would like to do to?
If there anybody that needed healing.
That's
You
kind
guys
of
are
mostly.
all so sweet.
You're so great, such heroes. I love it.
Already heroes.
That's
on the
like
second
super.
game.
That's like super. Like been
Basic.
taken. Like that's been
No, not
frankly
basic.
beaten to
Everybody
death. Everyone and their mother is like, "Do you need me?"
Except for the dead people that we can't revive.
Actually, only Grohl acted very heroically and very quickly, and that one cook who went down, they did manage to
Oh,
bring
that's
the cook
cool.
back.
Okay, but the
Just the
mayor's
mayor.
dead.
So only the mayor.
The mayor's
Yeah.
like dead.
And the
There's
mayor's
no-
dead. And you were there just as a quick
We're almost
recap.
kind of pleased that he's
Xander
Like, okay.
Xander showed up, went to the mayor's
Yeah,
wife,
that's
and was like, "Are you all right?" And she was like, "I'm fine. The kids are fine, but Edoras is dead. Edoras is the mayor."
Okay.
And the general vibe, and you, I actually think, factually have the highest perception in the whole party. So you definitely read that, one, Xander did not offer his condolences for the mayor's death.
Ah.
And two, she seemed more upset about the threat to her and her children than the fact that Edoras was dead. So this is all just information to be taken in and to do with it what you will. But
Was there anything to investigate?
a lot of investigation has been done.
Okay.
The undead and the dragon burst in through the basement. They seem to have burrowed in. And I mean, a really great Arcana check was done by, was it Mabon or was it
I think it was Elanor.
Elanor? The Gravedrake is a creature of the Shadowfell, not the elemental planes.
That
However,
was me.
Oh, was
that was Mabon. However, it is not undead, but the fact that it is from the Shadowfell attracts undead energy. So it wasn't undead energy that summoned the dragon, but it was the dragon that summoned the skeletons.
Okay. And we found out that the Gravedrake is named after the Gravedrake forest.
That's correct. Although
Do we know what
you weren't at the Ciderwood, so you didn't hear this part of it, but Xander did say that's not the Gravedrake. If it was the Gravedrake, Pinedale would have been wiped off the map. There's no... The Gravedrake was a dragon, you know? Not this cat-sized thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think the only thing Mossy would have done is as soon as they heard burrow, they would have asked around to see if there are any burrowing creatures that would know information.
No, I'll let you. Give me a perception check.
I have sushi out right now.
Here.
6.
This one has a fish on it. They don't burrow, but
8 plus. What did we just say?
Perception, I think it was?
Perception? Plus 7, so 13.
15.
Plus 8.
Good.
16, because it went up. Oh, it's right there. Perception plus 8. Okay. So 16.
16. You in the basement, like poking around, you see like a mouse.
A mouse. Okay.
It's got a little hole in the wall where it probably like comes out and whatnot.
Okay.
You're sort of like, hey.
Do you know of any activity that's been down here? Like what's been going on?
Yeah, so look like big scary, like monsters like crawl out of the ground and like run upstairs.
Yeah. Did you see where they came from the ground?
Yeah, from the ground.
So just deep.
From like right onto the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
that's why I started and talk to animals. They're not helpful.
I loved that.
The thing about animals is that their intelligence is almost universally
Yeah.
2.
Okay. Touche. Has there been any other creatures that came out of here ever?
Out of here?
Yeah, out of the ground.
Tons of mice. Beetles, centipedes, lots of ants, but they usually deal with that pretty quick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you. It was nice chatting with you.
Hey,
Alex.
you too.
Ask his name.
What's your name?
What's a name?
Oh, give him one.
What do you refer
Martin.
to yourself as?
Oh.
It was really nice to meet you.
Oh, thank you so much. You too. Come back and visit anytime.
I will. I'll give him a little crumb.
Oh, thank you so much. This is so sweet.
Yeah, I tried.
You're the best.
I definitely know rats love crumbs.
Go grab him. Bring him home.
Do you like this place? Do you want to come home with me?
Yes.
I live in the woods. I don't know
Those
if you
two
would like
questions don't seem to be very connected to me. I do like this place. There's lots of food and, nobody bothers me. Do I want to come home with you? Not initially. Like, having no other information? No. I love you, and I'm like, I'm kind of,
I'm vibing.
I'm vibing.
This mouse.
Enjoy the vibe.
If I'm, hey, listen, if I'm being honest, I don't mean to be an asshole. I'm just like, I'm a little buzzed right now. Cause like, they've
What do you
got,
guys get buzzed off of?
sorry?
What do you
Rotten
guys
fruit.
Just the ale. This is where they keep all the ale.
Oh, okay.
That barrel over there, it's got like a tiny little leak off the side, and you can just stick it on.
So
And like, you know,
is
it's
your
like,
tolerance like a drop? Or
Huh?
two? What's your tolerance at?
well, listen, it's the years on deep, so like I've had like 4 drops. So I'm like a little bit.
Incredible. Enjoy your New Year's Eve.
I'm just a little.
Yeah, okay. We'll see each other again. Okay.
Give me an Arcana
No
check.
information.
Well, he doesn't know about things. He knows about years end eve.
When I-
18.
Well,
Fuck this
actually, hold on.
guy.
It's higher than
I
that.
think it's much higher than that.
It is
When
a
I was
24.
listening back today, and when it was
Well,
Bruiser,
on a
I
24,
don't know what these humans say. He
um,
wouldn't.
which is actually,
Is this something?
yeah, it is higher than 24 actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't have the arrow line. I can't do it.
No.
Oh.
Sorry. It is higher than 24
Oh,
because of that.
okay.
That makes it higher than 24.
Okay.
I will say that the additional information that you gain is that this thing, this creature, it should not be. It does not come to this realm of its own accord. Whatever version of it existed here 20 years ago could not have arrived on its own. And similarly, this thing that lays dead before you did not come here on its own. This is not a naturally occurring phenomenon. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. What you doing, Elanor?
Well, I found nothing in the hole.
Nothing additional, but you were helping with the investigation for sure.
Okay. I would have also checked the mayor's body.
Are you trying to do that stealthily?
No.
Okay.
Should I be?
As you begin to approach the mayor's body, that would probably, you realize just social cues wise, that would probably attract attention.
Mm-hmm.
There are other people around.
Are you stealing things or are you inspecting the wounds?
I'm expecting to find out anything I can from the wounds.
Okay, as you go over to inspect, Zander says, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm like a professional, and I am here to inspect his wounds and figure out what happened. I'll be really fast, and then I'll probably go to the library right after that.
Well, I think that Adeline has gone to bed for the night, but be my guest. Give me a. Actually, I'll do this.
Can you?
You just like looking to see what you can find on the body.
Oh, sorry. Hmm.
You're
Yeah.
just looking to see what you can. He was killed by the dragon. There's also wounds from him being dragged through the glass window. You don't find anything like particularly, you know what I mean? There's not like new world-shattering information here.
Can I stealthily see if he has anything on his person?
I will let you roll for this. Sorry. I will roll for this.
Okay.
Okay? It is a secret roll. And, like, just for the record, if you get caught trying to steal, there are going to
I'm
be
not
repercussions.
trying to steal. I'm trying to figure out why he was specifically targeted.
I understand. Okay. You, with your perception check that I already rolled, you are not able to find new information about that. Yeah.
I'm going to talk to the person who's watching over his body.
Zander?
Zander.
Okay.
So did he have any enemies?
I wouldn't say that he has particular enemies, although he was certainly never very popular either.
Did he ever dabble or piss off somebody who dealt in dark magic?
What an interesting question.
What do you think of when I asked you that question?
The first thing that I thought was, no, of course not. And then the second thing that I thought was, why would I say of course? He was a bit of a shit. And most people knew it. I don't know of an affirmative answer to your question, but if somebody told me that the answer was yes, it would not particularly surprise me. Does that make sense?
Haws, when his daughter was the one I met in the bar, correct?
No. No, you met the Baron's niece.
The Baron's niece.
That's correct.
Leia.
Okay.
She's a big old bitch.
Big old bitch.
I like that.
And his wife already went to bed. His wife went to bed?
The mayor's wife?
Yeah.
She did not go.
Oh, you said she already went to bed.
Someone went to bed.
Adelaide. That was the librarian that you saved.
Xander assumed that Adeline, the very old woman, has already gone to bed, yes.
Okay.
The library.
Oh, that's what you were saying. Okay, can I talk to the mayor's wife?
I assume Tiara, and she steps out. Yes.
Tiara,
Yes.
my name is Elanor Wadandra.
Hello, Elanor, and again, thank you so much for your help tonight. I truly believe that my children and I would not have been able to hang on for too very much longer, so we are very, very grateful.
Absolutely. I'm trying to figure out why your husband was targeted.
I don't know that he was targeted.
I mean, he was the first one to go, and
But
then
he was the
they
only one to go, from what I understand.
Exactly.
But the skeletons were attacking me and my children. They were attacking the maids and the cooks downstairs. It's a miracle that only my husband died.
I know, but he was the whole event started off with him being mauled by these things, and then they started attacking everything else.
All right.
Do you know if he ever dealt or pissed off somebody who dealt in dark magic?
Give me a diplomacy check.
As we got the Oblivion music going.
14?
14. For lack of a better way to put it, my husband and I had a very cordial relationship. I was not involved in much of the work that he did, and if he had unorthodox or unsavory contacts or accomplices, that would not have been something that he would have wanted to involve me in, and it would certainly not have been something that I would have wanted to know about.
Do you mind if I take a look at his office?
He had his desk.
Sure.
I'm so sorry, but there's many private affairs in there, I have to imagine. If I find anything that I think might be useful to you, I would be happy to give it to you tomorrow, but I'm not willing to have strangers overturn my home and my life.
Is there somebody who you'd feel comfortable with me being in there with?
No.
I trained with the... What did I train with?
I don't know. What did you train with?
I
How's your lore doc?
Yeah, Yeah. Hold on, I have notes.
I'm going to give you 30 seconds to compose an argument while I pee.
Thank you.
Boy, your face, Megan. It's just the face of someone who's like, I don't think you realize that no wasn't an answer.
We're just
That
smiling.
was not an option for you.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I studied at the Temporal Council. I actually
You got
noted
some
it.
serious lore there, good
There
buddy.
you go.
Man. You're like, oh, I'm diving in. Balls deep.
Yeah, you don't even know why I got it either.
Mm-mm, don't. You're full of secrets, you ogre.
I'm an onion.
With your layers.
And I
Oh,
rolled my hairs.
perfect.
The Shrek raid was fun, by the way. We missed
Yeah?
you there. Yeah.
Gosh, I wish I was there so bad.
Yeah. Maddie had a hard time. She was like, I've never been to a raid before.
Sorry,
Oh
excuse
yeah,
me.
the Shrek raid.
A
Tell
Shrek
us.
rave?
Yeah.
And I wasn't fucking invited?
Hang on. We gotta see the
Where
pictures.
was it?
Wait.
It was down in Eugene.
A rave? All of
Oh,
us.
okay. I was gonna say, wait, we got pictures.
I watched Shrek this weekend.
Let me see.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do
Let
it
me
next,
look
next
closer.
time it happens. We gotta
They're
do
so
it
fucking cute.
so I can get like really high and watch some Glovers do their magic.
Yeah.
This is
Childish
so
Gambino
cute.
is gonna be in Portland.
What?
Yeah,
I
we
sent
need
you
to.
the picture.
We need to go.
I think I remember.
Wait,
this.
what?
Yeah,
How's
Childish
it?
Gambino is gonna be in Portland. If we need to like
In
get
Mossy?
on that though. I really hope we haven't.
The Temporal
Because I
Council?
feel like I've heard people talk about already getting tickets, so I'm like, I hope that doesn't.
Well,
mean
that's-
they're all out, but
Wonderful.
And I do work for them, so
September 24th.
if you could just let me
September 24th.
even supervise, I just
Okay.
want to be able to look and try to figure out why this happened.
I have no. The Temporal Council is fine for what they are. I would be reticent to let the Baron himself go through my husband's private things, and the Temporal Council is not the Baron. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to block you, but
I'm just
I
trying
don't
to help.
I would love to believe that.
If you're being targeted, this might not be the end of it.
Persuasion check.
Give me a diplomacy check.
Were you just praying? That was a natural 20 on my fucking
I
journal.
know, but
That's
I only
insane.
count the
Yeah,
ones.
no, same here. It was crazy to look at though.
19.
19.
Wow. That's 2019.
Well, not now.
Wow.
She kind of looks past you. Zander? I don't know how it could hurt, but your husband was a private man. It's been a day, and she's only just recovered from shock. Tiara, what if you spent tonight going through the desk, making sure that there was nothing there that was untoward? And that's... was it Elanor, I believe? What if
My
Elanor-
friends call me L.
Wonderful. What if Elanor came back tomorrow,
Oh!
and you could show her whatever you felt comfortable showing her? That would be all right.
Wonderful.
Come back
You
tomorrow.
are sick.
Show it all.
You're sick.
All right. So I'm going to head over
Angus.
to the bar.
Okay.
And I'm going to go talk to her boss.
One by one, you make your way back to the. You make your way back to the Ciderwood Inn.
So actually, before things got busy at the Ciderwood, I would want to kind of pull Canda off to the side and just speak a bit quietly. So maybe the vibes are off for this, but you still want morning room service? This is kind.
Wait, like-
remember from?
I do remember.
I'm just like,
Throw me off. Hold on.
oh yeah.
Wait, excuse me.
Well,
You gotta use those fresh spices.
Oh my, he's getting French up in here.
Are you the first one in the group to fuck right
I will admit that I have become a bit distracted.
Totally understand.
now? You're gonna sleep with your boss?
Huh.
Technically not.
They haven't
Morning room service?
been hired yet, have they?
Whatever you might want.
Crack of dawn.
My goodness, sir. My goodness, sir.
I'm dying right now.
Yeah.
My goodness, sir. Is your name
Me
Dynamite?
listening.
Because I've got a small package I would love for you to come in.
Oh my god. Just instant greeter.
And that's what I like to see. I'll see you in the morning.
I'm a unicorn.
Oh my god.
That's how. It's a superhero.
Cool. That's happening as she goes back out into the common room a little bit, sort of just like she has a fan. She
I was
just
like, I needed my job.
Oh,
You guys
before she walked out.
3 times, and I was like, I would have pressed it maybe a dozen. I was
she
so
shows
like,
you.
It's one of those things I don't know if it's yeah.
Sorry.
Exactly. Try every door down the hallway.
We need to change your name to Slam Dunk. What?
Oh boy. Good stuff. So you all eventually sort of gather at the Ciderwood. Those of you who arrive first, you begin to see figures appearing one by one.
I definitely have all of their favorite drinks at their seats that they normally sit at, waiting for them. Yeah.
As one by
our
one.
normal seats we've been there.
Not you guys.
As one by one.
The council.
The keepers.
Keepers.
These are the 10
But you-
tavern keepers in Pinedale. They're the 10 people who own the 10 taverns in town. A wide variety of figures. You see Galtin, you see the others. There's Canda, of course. There's a male Goliath, a male goblin, female bugbear, female dwarf, a male tabaxi, non-binary dwarf, female lizard folk, and a female triton. All eventually sort of let themselves in one by one. Hello, Litha. Canda. The usual table? Yes, please. Just go seated. Be seated. Litha's got your drink already. Thank you very much. One by one, they all go take their seats. You sort of all arrive interspersed with all of these figures and everything. They sit down. It's well removed from everything as they start to talk quietly. However, it's only a few minutes before Canda seems to speak very intensely, communicate something to all of them. They all, nod in agreement. She stands up. She goes over to the rest of you. Well, before you all go to bed or whatever else you're planning to do tonight, here. She holds out a purse and she just offers it to the whole group. This is from all of us. Thank you for jumping straight in when no one else would. Certainly not the brawn blades of the field marshals, those legless fucks. Who takes it?
Oh, right.
Oh.
Well, me and Ridian will grab for it at the same time.
You got it.
Somebody, please. You receive 40 gold.
Ooh.
A gift from the keepers.
Are you
From the keepers?
keeping a party loot or?
No, I'm not keeping a party loot. So,
Okay, then
but I did write down
record
40 gold here.
I will record the 40 gold.
Litha, you do also see. You also see Iramai arrive.
Yeah.
Iramai Redhearth
Oh, okay, that's right.
is a dwarf woman. She is the leader of the Pinedale
Grohl will
Field.
just hand out 5 gold to each person.
5 gold to everybody. Iramai Redhearth is the leader of the field marshals in Pinedale. The head of the local cops.
Yeah.
She joins the rest of them at the table, and they all begin to talk quietly. What do the rest of you do?
Is it a closed door?
It's private.
I always stand outside the door and wait. And listen.
You're going to need to make a stealth check for
That's
that,
fine.
and you might get in trouble
Aren't
if
their doors closed?
Canda is intending to keep this private.
That's fine.
Could I make a society check to just kind of get myself in there?
Ooh. Okay, first I'm going to let this happen. Make a stealth check if you're trying to listen in.
I'm stealthing on the other side of a closed door.
Yes.
I don't think I would be sneaky.
You gotta prevent from stopping, dropping the glass.
If you
Wait,
approach-
where's the room inside the tavern?
Sorry, so it's sort of like a back corner table in the room.
The open.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like a closed door.
No.
No, I'll just tend the bar. I'm working.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Go ahead and roll me a society check.
That's not a D20. That's going to be a 19. Or could it be a 20?
Well, you're gonna
previous thing that I
barter?
talked about?
Yeah. Let me look at that real quick. Where are you? I will say, how do you approach the situation?
If you wouldn't mind me sitting in, I might have some knowledge about the beast. And I'm fairly familiar with grave tide events. I might be able to shed some experience on the situation.
The keepers look around at each other, and Iramai sort of looks uncomfortably at the rest of them. The goblin at the table looks up.
Well, friend, this isn't really about the grave tide. Or, it's only tangentially about the attack. These are local matters. Once we have a better sense of what we need to do, I'm sure we'd appreciate your input.
All right.
Private meeting.
Totally.
Thank you.
Everyone-
Wings up.
Wings up, my friend.
And Galtin. Wings up.
I'll nod at him.
Okay. Sorry, what?
So Eldunk is probably going to be heading to bed shortly, but he hasn't cooked in several hours, so he is going first. Try and find some kind of dried out corn, make some basically buttered spiced popcorn, bring out a bucket to the main table just to...
Fucking incredible. Make a cooking lore check.
Hell yeah.
Ooh, that'll be a 10, or, plus the seasoned feat.
I think it's just +1.
Yeah, so 11.
11.
Yeah.
You think these people have ever had buttered popcorn before? Like
Certainly not like this.
No, not like this.
Wait. Is that cinnamon?
Like they're
This is more spicy style.
Sure.
So, yeah,
they're
preferably
very
heat and
pleased.
then-
They're extremely happy. Is there anything anyone else wants to try to do about the meeting?
No, but I would like to talk to Litha at the bar.
We're gonna get there in just 1 sec.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you this one for free. Is there anything Mossy wants to do about the meeting?
Bruiser doesn't understand. Bruiser does understand. He's a very smart puppet.
Bruiser told Mossy that they don't understand human words.
Untamed.
Oh! Oh my god. I'm so out of it. Thank you. Mossy.
New game, who dis? This is
Yeah.
our second game as a group.
I don't think anyone would actually know.
Oh, nobody would know.
No, so
Yeah.
I'm just gonna poof. No, I'm gonna there's a back area
Sure.
to take care of my business.
You're
you guys
very
just
small.
don't-
You can find a
Yeah, you
private
guys just
spot.
don't see what happens to Mossy after they go look for a bathroom.
Cool. But what happens to Mossy?
I'm actually gonna, because I figured it out. I don't think I've told Garrett. I can't remember. So this is what I turn into. So I have untamed form, and so I'm gonna put this in the Facebook chat. I turn into a pest shape. that is stealth based.
A pest.
Uh-huh. And I am going to be a green sphinx moth.
Oh my goodness.
Where is it?
So
I gotta find Rebirth, so give the.
Well, everyone was humming and hawing. I'm like, I don't see it.
I think they're just the moth.
Yeah, we're hype.
I don't know if that even
Wow.
works.
Gorgeous.
Did that work? I don't see it.
No, Gary just looked it up. Wow.
That works. That works.
That's super
too.
cool.
What's it called again?
Green,
Green
Sphinx,
Sphinx moth.
That is creepy and cute.
So, out of sight of anybody else, you.
Pandora Sphinx.
I just gotta go and listen. Do I have
A
to roll
moth.
anything?
Sorry?
Do I have to roll anything?
You are going to roll a stealth check. However, when you take your untamed form and assume pest shape, your stealth modifier becomes plus 10.
Jeez, what?
And this is
Pass without a trace.
feet. Do I have to like?
That's so
Ah,
cool.
It's
there it is.
technically-
It's
yeah.
at the It's at the top.
Yeah.
Boom. Okay.
I also
So that's like-
did,
see if you take
just
a-
for the record, there is a stack of papers that is for Mossy if you want it.
Yes.
For,
Thank you so much. Yes.
So is it like a feat to take that specific type of shape?
it's a druid circle thing.
Right. So it's not like normal, not like D&D where it's like I just become whatever I want. It's like no, you have to specifically tech into certain animals and stuff. Or
Yeah, kind of.
They start off as stealth. Eventually, I get to offensive and defensive, or defensive and then offensive. So it's like it's gonna
Base level, yeah, druids kind of in general can turn into any pest form. Mossy's specific subclass is kind of along the line of moon druids, but not quite as stupidly overpoweredly broken.
Lightning to transform.
Does
that a
Eleanor
wow.
recognize that a spell has been cast?
No, because Mossy went off by themselves.
What's a focus spell?
unless anybody wanted to follow me to the bathroom.
That's pretty cool.
I'm not.
Oh, you know I'm in
noticed
there.
the-
In spirit.
You have to see a spell being cast, and also this is not of the arcane tradition, so yeah, it doesn't trigger that.
I rolled an 18 for a 28.
A critical success. As you, I'm assuming, fly into the meeting, and moth on the wall, listen as they talk.
I'll be Mossy Mossy.
Take your fucking hero point. God damn it. I'm so weak.
There's 3 of them for a reason.
Yeah.
As you fly in, Canda is speaking. So, what do we do? Do we cancel the year's end festival? Zander
Take
speaks
away
up.
Christmas.
I don't think we can. It's the middle of winter. It's already the worst time of year for most. That's why the festival exists in the first place. Galtin says, "Hold on. Seems we're putting the cart before the horse. How are we going to do anything? It's up to the Baron now." He's got a point. Skint was the go-between. There's a reason we tolerated him. Well, that is why Iramai is here. Iramai, the dwarf woman who heads the field marshals. Me? I follow the Baron's orders. I don't tell him what to do, and neither did the mayor. The Baron listens to advice, whatever else can be said about him. If no one suggests anything, he'll do whatever first comes to his mind, and we should avoid that, if possible. You want me to give suggestions to the Baron. What makes you think I even know what to do? Why, dear Iramai, we know you don't. That's why we're here. To tell you. The Year's End Festival's got to go on. The Baron's been very excited for his big talent show tomorrow. You can assure him everyone will be safe. After all, the town was attacked tonight, and only one person was lost even when we weren't prepared. With you and the rest of the field marshals on high alert, things couldn't be safer. All right. I can pitch that as an idea.
Right. Just as your own idea. And whatever the Baron decides to do, you just let us know.
Is this how it worked with the mayor? Oh, darling. It was so much harder with the mayor. We just know that it's going to be so much easier with you. Heh. Cheers to that, I suppose. Galtin leans back. Right. That just leaves the big question, though. Who's going to be the next mayor? Maybe we start looking towards that after year's end. Why? We all know who it should be. Galtin. Let it be. I suppose I've said my piece. Thank you, Canda, for the fine drinks. Everyone kind of looks side-eye at each other, except for Zander, who looks at no one.
Where's he looking?
He's studiously peering into his drink. The rest of it is mostly small talk. Iramai seems to be sort of generally being inducted into this council. You get the feeling she hasn't been at this table before, but kind of knew that the table existed. You spend as much time as you want, but eventually...
Do we get vibes from anyone else? Like, how do they feel about what the discussion just, how it went down?
Kind of seems like just business as usual. Something happened, it affects the whole town. The people who are sort of the local opinion leaders gather and discuss what they think they should do from their points of power. They aren't the Baron, and they're not the mayor, but they are the people who have the ear of literally everyone in the town. So it makes sense for them to gather and figure out how they want to lean their fingers on the scales of various doings. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I would hang out until they all disperse.
Okay. Indomerun, you wanted to do something?
Yeah. So Litha, you're tending the bar.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm assuming there's like actual bar with stools.
Yes.
Single seats. So I'd like to sit there, and just start with some small talk, you know.
Can I get you something?
Yeah, nothing too strong.
Okay. Well, what do you like?
I'm kind of new at drinking, if I'm being honest. I've had mead, and that was pretty good.
Well, what flavors do you like of regular drinks?
I like floral.
Floral. Okay, I'll make that pretty thing from the conservatory with the fancy flower that Soph and I like to eat.
Ooh,
Absolutely.
I like that one.
Oh, the candied hibiscus.
Yeah, the candy hibiscus.
it's gonna
one.
be a hibiscus.
It's so fucking good. It's purple and it's pretty and it has like a salted rim. No, sugared rim.
Sugared rim. Yeah.
First, I don't know if you noticed, Tate and I's second day was at the conservatory.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's when I found out about Slug.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
And then your world
That's what
changed.
That's what I served you.
Yeah, it did. I was like, fuck, I'm already falling for this person. Cool.
So I take a sip and I really like it.
It's good.
It's delicious.
Yeah.
I'm, like I said, new at drinking, but clearly you're very good at mixing drinks.
I've been doing it for quite some time.
How much is quite some time?
Like, I mean, I help my parents at home. They like to mix drinks still. They used to own this bar.
Really?
Yeah. And so, I don't know. I've been doing it for forever. It's just kind of fun. I used to, like, even do it before alcohol was, like, allowed, obviously. With, like, juice and stuff.
Aw.
Yeah.
That's fun.
It's kind of fun. Why are you new to drinking? You're, like, well over the age.
Well, my family is very aesthetic. So, basically, I'm from the Medruxan Rectorate, and my
Okay.
family's, like,
I don't know much about that.
I'm one of the people who follows Findeladlara.
Okay.
She's pretty particular.
Cool.
Yeah. So, when I can get away with it, I do.
I follow some weird ones too.
Do you now?
Yeah.
Spill the tea.
Like the Spider Queen. She's so cool.
She's
And
beautiful.
spooky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very much your vibe.
Is yours kind of spooky as well?
She's a little scary, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. Like actually scary.
Yeah, but she really appreciates architecture.
So like buildings.
Yeah.
That's an interesting form of art.
Yeah, it is.
So like, are all of her chapels and temples like huge and crazy?
They're beautiful.
Wow.
Like super tall vaulted ceilings.
Oh my gosh.
And lots of gilded ceilings and beautiful mosaics.
So she doesn't want you to drink.
It's just frowned upon mostly.
And so you're kind of like
Testing the waters.
testing the waters.
Yeah.
Do you feel guilty?
No.
Your face when you said that was so.
I feel like I would feel guilty. I feel kind of guilty even for like going out tonight with all of you, you know?
Why?
Well, because like you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing.
But you saved people.
Sure.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. 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 Do you often find yourself saving people out of burning buildings?
Not burning buildings, but it's been a lot more interesting than I thought. Because this isn't the first one that I've seen.
Yeah.
There were some at Etton's Way,
Oh,
and some in a cabin before this.
and none of you guys know each other.
I know Mabon. We've been traveling together for a while.
Interesting. And are you like considering yourself like a adventurer traveler?
Yeah, you could say that.
And do you think Mabon does as well?
For sure.
And do you think that you're going to stay with this group?
I mean, I'm gonna check the flags,
Yeah.
but you all seem like a lot of fun.
You guys were all really impressive.
What about you?
What about me?
I mean, you have talent.
I can sure make quite a good drink.
You know what I'm saying.
I do not.
And I stare you down your eyeballs.
I also stare down your eyeballs. And I probably don't blink.
So, tell me, Litha, what do you do for fun?
I'm actually going to hand one thing over to the dice right now. I want you to make opposed will saves.
Oh, see who blinks first?
You motherfucker. It's a will save.
I need to check what my will is.
Yes.
Oh no, I'm not good.
No, you're not.
10. I got a 10. Stare at me, bitch.
Dummy, yours should be +6.
So that's 12.
No, I blinked first. It's alright.
I bet my eyelashes at you.
Ah.
Just a little bit.
Those are nice. Yeah, everyone seems really nice. I haven't really had like the best experience with your type of people.
People like adventurers?
Yeah.
or else?
Yeah. The other guys are huge assholes.
Um,
I really tried to be their friends. They didn't want another to add to the group.
well, that's dumb.
Yeah.
Super dumb.
Yeah, they're the worst.
Well, let me know who they are and I won't hang around them.
They haven't been seen for some time, but they're all out doing hero stuff, so you know, you'll know them when you see them. They come in like the air sucks out of the room.
I know that feeling.
Yeah.
So, One thing about me is I really like reading.
Me too.
Do you know?
Yeah.
But I haven't been around any books for a really long time. Not really since I left the dressing directorate.
They don't allow books.
What?
Like you don't keep books?
No. We have a bunch of them in the dressing directorate.
Oh.
It's just I've been traveling. I haven't had access to any.
Well,
This
we
is the
have a
first-
library in town.
We do?
We do. Elanor and I were just at it yesterday,
Really?
and I give Adelaide lunch every single day. So
Adelaide's the librarian?
yes, she's really old and talks for forever. So if you'd like to go, I can take you there tomorrow.
I would love
I'm
it.
going there.
Adelaide.
Eleanor
Eleanor's
walks
probably
over.
going as well.
Perfect.
I plan to go investigate what we just went through.
Investigate.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's smart.
Like,
You keep looking at me. Yeah, I don't know why.
it's because you're handsome and I can't take my eyes up.
You're pretty fucking hot.
I think there
right
could be
here,
a lot
right
of
now.
things to find. Right. There. So I think that's a good plan.
Cool. Thanks for pointing me in the right direction.
Yes. Books are good. Everyone should read.
Agreed.
Okay. Is there anything that I'm just going to prioritize because kids' bedtime? Is there anything you wanted to do before the end of the night?
Well, is her boss in this meeting all night and then in his...
I'd say it probably lasts for about
meeting her in the morning.
maybe like round about an hour,
Okay.
and then the meeting disperses. The keepers see themselves out.
Has that happened yet?
Can I go
The
talk
meeting?
to her?
The boss
Mhm.
during the meeting.
No, after.
After, yeah, sure, absolutely. Well, Eleanor, darling, how are you? Are you all right after?
I'm totes fine.
Well, of course you are. Look at you.
My dog, the sleigh.
Slay. No. But what I don't understand is, like, why was the mayor targeted?
I don't know that the mayor was specifically targeted, but it was strange that the attack happened in his home. But
It also, like, started with him.
sure, I don't understand. I don't know why.
Now, you look like somebody who has all the hot goss.
I have goss. I don't know about things like magical creatures and magic in general.
But
All
do
right.
you know about the mayor and any relations he may have had?
I understand. Well, of course. I mean, it's common knowledge that the mayor was more or less a constant toady to the Baron.
Hmm.
That's why he was in his position in the first place. The mayor is ostensibly an elected position within the town, but if the votes were counted fairly, Zander would have been the mayor a long time ago. Why was Edoras the mayor instead? Because he did what the Baron wanted, and he didn't ask questions about things that he wasn't supposed to ask questions about. As far as what enemies that might have made him, I wouldn't want to get into the details, and so I didn't.
Did he? Do you think he ever saw something he shouldn't have seen?
I wouldn't know, darling girl. I'm so sorry.
But you know who might?
The only person who I know would be the Baron.
Or his daughter,
Niece.
niece. Didn't she say she was his daughter?
Niece.
She's my rival. I know about her.
Niece.
I don't.
She don't know shit.
I would be surprised if the Baron trusted her as far as he could throw her.
Kids generally maybe pretend they don't see something, but they're present for a lot of it.
You could check it out. I'm just saying that I would never give that girl a single secret. Because I would expect it to be common knowledge. I would expect the Emperor himself to know. The day after I told her anything.
Oh, thank you, darling.
Don't
Thank
do
you,
it.
darling.
Don't do it.
Are you trying to do anything there?
No,
Okay.
I know you're already slated for your
Slated?
No one else knows anything. You
I have
Casual
multiple
You know,
slots.
pancakes can always use a little.
I was
maple
gonna
syrup.
say, if you don't read polyamorous vibes from Canda,
I have
like,
multiple
he's
slots that you
not-
could fit into. Trust me.
Her dance card is not filled.
I feel like your dance card is full tonight.
In the
It's
morning.
never quite full enough.
Dude,
Also,
fuck
to make
yeah.
it clear, I spoke with her very much.
Wait,
up and
no,
down,
you're
hushed
secretly
down.
fucking with it. Megan's just a fucking.
Megan could roll a perception check.
Thank
but-
you.
I did need this
That was
earlier.
before
I don't
Megan
know
was
at
in
the
there.
appropriate time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's.
Oh yeah,
that's
shit, you don't even know.
I mean, I know that you said that you were.
Slightly off of Cards Against Humanity.
I know that you said that you were planning on spending the night at Litha's house, and that's adorable. But
I really want to meet her family.
oh, you've got to meet Stanton. The cutest little
It's
creature.
creature.
All right, fine. Well, just don't leave town without letting me try to convince you.
I promise.
Help.
I take promises very serious.
Mhm.
All right.
Okay, so as the party was ending,
Yes.
and as that new feller walks out, the captain of the guard.
Iramai?
Yeah. Can I just do like a base read, see what he's thinking?
She.
She.
But yeah.
I just want to know how
This
she's
is
feeling.
Iramai.
Iramai. How do we spell it?
Iramai. Yeah, you just get a sort of as she's stepping out, you are like, oh, good night, and she's good night, Litha. You all right?
I'm fine.
All right.
Shaking it.
Sure, everybody is. Listen, I don't know what help I might be able to be, but it's all right if you're a little overwhelmed.
Yeah.
And you can reach out to me if you need help on something specific, or if you just need somebody to talk to. I can't promise to be the best help, but I'm a pretty good listener.
Yeah.
All right.
And I'll put my hand on their shoulder, and that contact is when I'll read.
Just
Thank you so much.
not to be mean, but she just sort of reads you as sort of like a ditzy bark.
That's what I'm supposed to be.
Yeah, and is just sort of like, I hope that girl wasn't completely overwhelmed by everything that happened tonight.
Good.
Yeah. Okay, is there anything else urgent that anybody wants to happen before the long rest?
Mossy would just want to, I would want to make sure that I would relay the contents of the conversation to everyone, because I
Okay, good.
am
So-
not going to want to be in her. I'm like, that was great information. And I would have only been in pest form for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So for the duration of that conversation, and then I would have gone back outside as a moth. So if you saw a green moth, you could follow me, but then I would have transformed back to then walked back in.
So, over the course of the night, that is passed on to the rest of you.
So everyone knows about the conversation that was there.
Okay, good. Mabon, I think I know the answer. Are you still determined to go investigate the woods tonight? Because we're drawing close to midnight. If you want to do anything significant out there.
I wanted to do it way earlier than this.
Gotcha.
But the appropriate time for me to pop in.
We're about to have an excellent downtime where you could super do cool stuff like that.
Super do. What do you think I'm gonna do?
I don't know. But if you're looking at...
The one. It has to. Yeah, it's okay.
What do you want to do?
Would you? I wanted to go to the woods after, like, kind of slip away while all this was happening.
Yeah.
And do, root reading, like close to where the mayor's house would be.
Oh. Okay.
That sounds so cool.
Okay.
It is pretty cool.
I was gonna be like, if Mossy heard Mabon talking about the Gravedrake, they would have offered to take you into it.
So what does root reading do? My
So-
computer's not pulling it up very fast.
Root reading is a 30-foot emanation.
Uh-huh.
You gain general insights into the immediate vicinity by sending your sense through root systems of trees and bushes. If there are any medium or large creatures in the area, you learn of their presence and they're undetected to you. You can immediately attempt to seek hidden or undetected creatures until your next turn with a +1 status bonus. You also learn if any creatures pass through this area in the last hour, although you only get a vague sense of direction from the spell.
There are no unnoticed creatures in the area. There's no further threats lurking around here.
Okay.
Uh,
I would have wandered in a little bit.
into the forest?
Yeah. Just a little bit.
So, like, you detect, like, normal forest creatures,
Mhm.
but not anything crazy or new.
Okay.
The night's... The night comes to an end. A night's rest comes upon you all.
Before I go to bed,
Yeah.
I must give Geoffrey a snack.
Okay.
I bring out the scroll that we got, and I'm gonna put a little fish oil on it, and then I'm gonna hand it to him. Now, Geoffrey, we've done this before. Please
Oh.
eat the paper.
Wow.
It's a spell.
No.
So shook. Geoffrey did that with such violence.
How can you look at that every time?
And now we see it.
Ew, he burps too?
Yeah.
I guess we're not
I mean,
He poops immediately?
on Megan.
Pooped on me.
He poops immediately? That's a quick digestive tract.
He has water.
for the record, I would have done this while we were while I was downstairs drinking my free drink that I won.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, in the common
Yeah,
room.
yeah.
Yeah.
After the root reading, I would have
He
seen
just
sort of like
shit.
splashing
He just shit
everywhere.
inside the bar.
No, that was a fart.
That
It was a real wet fart.
Like, I'm
Yeah.
not taking
What?
that.
Live fart, yeah.
So you
I
got to
would
see
be
him do
with-
all of that.
I would be with Mabon drinking our free drinks.
Bro.
I have a mop on my leaves water everywhere.
Jeffrey's great, isn't he?
So,
Yeah.
was that a well prepared spell?
He's so annoying.
I would have something I would do before the end of the night as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Ridian will also go outside.
Mm-hmm.
He will not go far.
Mhm.
Just kind of like hobbling away until he finds kind of like a anywhere where there's kind of like some fallen timber or some kind of like just wood pile nearby.
Sure.
And he would reach into his bag, pull out like a small slug of wood, and dig a small hole and sort of plant it there and just kind of cover it over.
Very nice.
And head back to the edge.
Just planting your seed around town.
Excellent. And the night comes to a close, and let's take a very short break. and then we will come back and we will do downtime for the rest of Moon's End and figure out what people want to do. Very cool. All right, as we get back into it, you take a night's rest. A long rest, we might even call it. As you all go to your rooms, Litha, you take Elanor back home. We're not going to necessarily roleplay that super hard right now because she's gone. One by one, you drift off to sleep. Mabon. You hear voices in your dreams, as you have so often before. Come back! Come back! Does she love me? I can't tell, and I can't speak to her if I don't know. Worthless. Abandoned wretch. And then Shashlov. Sleep in peace. Fear no nightly noises. Forces you can't yet comprehend. Watch you. Always. You're loved, you know. Shush. Litha.
God.
There you are. Finally! After so long. It truly is a joy to see you again.
You shoot up in bed, covered in cold sweat, and deep in your chest. There is a pale yellow glow in the amethyst that spreads across your chest.
Okay. What the fuck?
You are awake, unlike Mabon. What do you do?
What do? I go to the vanity in my room and I look at my chest.
You look down at your chest. There's a yellow glow. You look in the mirror. There's nothing.
Okay, I'll look on the rest of my body. Oh, Lord help me.
In the mirror, there is nothing.
I'm going insane. Oh my god. I'll write down what they said in my journal. And then speak in my brain and be like, is this real? Does anyone respond? Really threw me a curveball there, sir. I don't know what's going on.
Roll a d20.
Okay. I will do just that. I got a 6.
Cool. You think that in your head.
Uh-huh.
There is no response.
Okay, and then I say that out loud. Is this real?
And Elanor kind of vaguely shifts in her sleep. What?
Nothing. This is a dream. You're sleeping. Fuck. I will,
You look at the sizable bed that you're currently sharing with Elanor in a very chaste way. At the foot of the bed, Bruiser lays with his paws in front of him,
Is he awake?
looking straight at you.
Called it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Do you need to go potty?
He gets up, kind of turns a little circle at the end of the
I'll
bed.
pick him up. And I look at him. Did you hear that? Bruiser. Then I'll take him outside. Go potty.
For the recording, Garrett is assuming the pose and talking to this.
I am lifting my leg and peeing on
And then-
Crystal specifically.
And then you know that like struggle you do at like 2 a.m. with your dog. Get in here. In here. In the house. In the house. Come in here. There are 50 people in here. No, bark. No, whining. I pick him up. I go into the kitchen and I grab a little snack for him. And then I go upstairs.
The tone.
And I put him down where he was. And I grab a book. And I grab a book and I read until I fall asleep again.
Balefire. God, every single time. So often. Why'd you have to play an orc? Like, come on. Grohl.
I think we all know why.
And Ridian.
Guess we're sharing a bed.
Hot.
No. Actually, you know what? That's up to you.
Canon! It's canon!
No, it's okay. I can sleep on the couch.
Back to
You
back.
need the red.
Back to
That's
back.
fine.
It's okay.
Okay.
It's all
In
good.
the middle. You learn how to sleep in many tight situations in
Nut?
the order.
Okay, just so you know, I do kind of shift around a lot, you know? Sort of the,
I'll sleep through pretty much anything.
okay, if you say so. Okay. Anyway, you want the extra pillow?
No, you probably need it for your leg.
I do, actually. Thank you.
I'll face the wall.
Okay.
Spoon, little spoon. Nice.
So much lead up to what now feels disappointing. As you sleep, you do not remember vision. You do not remember any sense other than a deep and resonant voice that says, "What is lost may not be gone forever, and may always yet be found. With diligence and attention. Seek!" And you both shoot up, awake. And if you are in the same room, I will just say that you both look at each other with a profound understanding that you both woke up at the exact same time for the exact same reason.
Was that you? It was a pretty deep voice.
No. That was a dream.
Do I recognize the voice?
You've heard it once before.
That's what I thought.
You have not.
We should listen to it.
What did you heard the same? What did you hear? What did you
We need to seek, right? You heard that?
This lost may not be gone forever.
Yeah. Some things have been.
What do you think is lost?
Well, the Gravedrake hasn't been seen in 20 years. And that wasn't the Gravedrake. That's something that's been gone for a while and has recently showed at least an aspect, and that's not the only dragon form that's been that way.
So you heard the same thing that I heard, the huge, epic, fucking makes your bones tremble voice.
Yeah. This is something I've been keeping close to my chest, but I think it's the OF.
Okay. Fucking wings up. Dude, I did not It did not feel like they were trying to tell us about the Gravedrake, though. It seemed like they want us to find something.
I've heard the voice before. In another dream. Similarly, asking me to find something.
Okay. Did it tell you what you were looking for?
Yeah. No,
Yeah, let me look at my
pictures of
dream
people
journal.
kissing. Sorry.
I love how many of us dream journal.
I need to find where I wrote that. Essentially, the OF's been quiet for a while. And it looks like me and you are some of the first people to hear him in quite some time.
Shit. That's, not, wow.
Sorry.
What? Maybe it's just because I was sleeping next to you, I heard it.
I don't think the OF would by proxy. I think that, especially after saving my skin, saving the skin of others, being a true platter, I think he spoke to you as he spoke to me.
You see Ridian's whole face just kind of, he just starts to glow a little bit.
Oh my god.
Aw. Kiss. Sorry.
Well, that's, that's really cool. Okay, so the OF has been quiet for a while, or does he want us to find him?
I don't know if that is exactly what is being said. I've been tasked with finding out certain information regarding that.
All due respect, buddy, but if you think that I am also hearing his voice, maybe I should know what you're looking for.
I don't want to betray certain individuals with, saying I wouldn't communicate things.
Ridian, give me a perception check.
True.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Dude, this dice are rolling like shit so far.
Goes
12.
out there.
12.
I would say that Grohl would probably not be as like stoic about it.
I was gonna say, I feel like this is an easy DC.
Yeah, I would agree.
Look at what I just messaged you.
It's a dick pic.
Cock.
Nice cock.
Nice cock.
They call it a lightsaber.
But it's actually pretty heavy.
You fucking suck.
It's very hot nonetheless.
I really like that.
How long has he been silent for?
So how long after all that was like?
I know, I was like, whoa, how long is the lightsaber? Oh, Jesus.
I know I wrote this down. Okay, I had a general. It's been at least over a decade. And we hear that the reason I mentioned my Gravedrake is we are 2 decades. And supposedly there's a return.
2 decades since the last Gravedrake.
That was what was said by the...
And it has been a decade since...
Over at least. Over, but at least a decade.
Since he has been hurt.
Not even by the High Council.
Is this what being like important feels like? It kind of feels like a little bit itchy. But not bad, I guess. But also like not good. Like, holy shit, I feel like I should really know more than I do.
Yeah, that tends to be a common feeling. And you get used to it when you're important.
Huh. Wow. Well, where I come from, they tell you that any great problem that makes you chase your tail is best left until the morning.
Yeah, I mean, we both need our rest. Otherwise, how can we truly seek? How can our eyes truly be open?
Yeah.
Girl's gonna just, like, rub your shoulders and, like, roll back to the wall and go to sleep.
Okay.
Might have crystals OTP.
Ridian's just gonna like kind of pat Grohl on the thigh and then roll over.
On the
Facing
thigh.
the other way.
Girl doesn't move.
You grabbed his dick.
The night's rest passes.
No hero points?
Yeah. Oh, hero points?
You know,
Sexual tension.
I'm trying to be strong.
Llama.
There's 3 for each of us for a reason.
Yeah, okay.
Did you see that?
Is that
As
an
you-
okay? I should put a hero point? Or no?
Fine, fucking take a fucking... Both of you take a fucking
Oh my
hero point. God damn.
That corner is like really tipping over in hero point.
You wake up the morning of the first day of year's end. And we begin downtime. As you wake and look outside, a storm feels like too strong a word, but there is a very strong snowfall. Clouds blanket the sky, and large flakes of snow are coming in to cover the land. Year's end has officially begun. It is downtime. What would people like to do? And I will start, because it's been a while, with Mossy and Eldunk. What do you got?
Well, we know what Eldunk is doing.
You know what I'm gonna do?
He's having breakfast.
First day of year's end.
He's
What do you wanna
having
roll?
breakfast, as in Canda's pussy.
Well, first of all, I was gonna wake up early and prep like homemade English muffins turned into eggs Benedict, and actually be bringing that to the room. And then
He's gonna eat a quick.
You bring in a little tray.
oh yeah.
Not the.
As you walk in,
God, Lord.
there is a carefully
fold in
draped
cheese.
blanket over exactly the right spots.
Or the wrong spot.
Well, good morning, Dynamite.
Dynamite.
What have you got for me to taste?
No!
Thinking like one of your fromage girls.
Yeah, come on, Riz Lord. You got yourself into this.
I got some eggs, ham, and green.
And a big sausage.
I'm weak! Take a hero point! Obviously! Of course! Take a hero point! God!
Wait, are you green?
Yeah, man.
He's an orc!
Yeah, an orc.
No.
Like half
You've
orc,
seen the mini?
No.
I thought you were gonna pull out the
And yeah, we
green
can
eggs and ham.
fade to black there.
Fade to black!
That's how
Absolutely.
Fade to black.
I mean, with green and red, I guess it's fade to brown. But in any case,
Well, are they
fucking-
going?
that's a fucking
Are they
episode title
leaving the
right there.
bushes and
Yeah.
going on a dirt trail, or what?
Whoa! Apparently, yeah.
so,
He said he needed to catch.
is there anything else that you would like to achieve with downtime?
No, yeah, so downtime, honestly, I'll probably just be like, at least keep cooking at this inn.
Earn income?
Yeah, or yeah, probably primarily earn income, yeah.
Fantastic. Give me a cooking lore check.
Cool. Ooh, that's pretty good. So a total of a 20.
Okay, so 20 is not quite a crit success, but for as long as you wish to be working at the inn, you will earn 3 silver per day.
Cool. Yeah, and the only other thing would be checking out the place with the what was it, like basically the insignia that I recognized from that nearby.
Right. Okay,
It's
so
more RP based, so whenever we want to get to that.
totally. No, we can totally do that. You one evening, you're like, take your evening off. You head to the Don't Go Inn.
That's the goblin one.
And as you walk in, behind the counter, in a much less populated place than the Ciderwood,
Yep.
you spot the goblin.
Hey, good evening, friends.
Hello there.
Ah, aren't you working at the Ciderwood?
I am, but I couldn't help but notice that sign you had out there, and I hope
Oh,
fellow fan of Grohl.
you recognize the sign.
That's a rather ominous talk to chuckle.
I've heard that before.
I'm sure you have.
Why don't you come on in and step into the back?
Oh, God. Good luck. You could step on him.
Sure. I'll follow. Against
You
my
f-
better judgment.
You follow him into the back room. He kind of pushes open this door that is built for, normal sized
Get
people. So
breakfast
it's
and
like he's less than half the height of the door as he pushes it in and sort of. And you push it open, and as soon as you push it open, he's right there looking up at you.
Gak.
Eldunk.
Gak Cirrard.
Gak Cirrard. Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you too.
Also, I feel like there's.
The last name you should give?
This is where I need to go to the lore doc and double check.
People have to pick their own last names,
I picked
not
mine.
my responsibility.
I picked mine.
Yeah, I don't know. There's probably other rituals or whatever.
Gak Cirrard, fellow acolyte of Garak.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
How long have you been a follower?
I guess basically my whole life. Honestly, it comes from my parents, but I'm a fan of my own.
Same, honestly. Yeah, my parents ran a restaurant, so it just kind of came with the territory.
I'm getting a vibe, so... Red Fang?
Yeah, not really from around here.
Hey, you put her there. Fantastic. You're not running into too much trouble in the Empire, are you?
No, honestly, people over here have been pretty accommodating. Ran out of a few towns, but honestly, that's probably my fault more than theirs. So.
Sure, yeah. Honestly, you stay out of the big cities, you stay out of trouble.
Pretty much.
Pinedale, nobody gives a fuck.
I really appreciate that about it.
It's pretty great. Pretty great place. That's why I set up shop.
That's fair.
Well, what do you, I don't mean to be gauche. What are you earning at the, Ciderwood?
What was it? It was like
3 silver a day.
3 silver a day. Oh yeah.
It's pretty
silver
good.
a day.
Canda's anything but stingy.
So I'm going to say I make quite good food, so...
If you'd like to audition,
Oh my god.
if you impress me, and you're willing to share secrets, mutually of course, I'd be willing to bump you up to 5 silver a day.
Ooh.
And I gotta be 100% honest with you. I'd be losing money at that point. I'm paying extra to learn. But that's only if you can impress me.
Honestly, I would like to spend at least one evening working here over the next few days. I have started to make some friends over at Canda, so I'll probably spend most of my time there still, but I would absolutely love to be able to spend a day trading secrets and yeah.
Why don't you make us a little dinner for 2? And then we talk about where we want to go from there.
Perfect.
To the bedrooms.
Okay.
You just fuck around the fucking
He wants him to
keepers.
gack all over his chest.
Oh my
I got
god.
I got a little bit of leftover quiche. You want some?
Fuck all the keepers.
Sure.
Enjoy.
It's
It's a
like a big
real
good
good quiche. It has ingredients that you've never thought of putting in a quiche before.
Ooh.
What?
I'm not a cook.
I'm sorry.
It's
Nutmeg.
real good. It's different. It's and as you sort of like consider what the common room looked like when you walked in, not as populous at the side as the Ciderwood.
Yeah.
But like a little bit more esoteric of a clientele.
Yeah.
It
These are the people
seem-
here for the food rather than
It seems like Gak cultivates people who are like, "What do you got? Surprise me. Give me something." Whereas like Canda is like the whole vibe is the idea. It's like great drinks, great food, and atmosphere.
Yeah.
Whereas Gak's like,
Hot bartenders.
You want to try something kind of fucking crazy? Like that's Gak's.
Salamir's bar.
That's
Very Salamir coded.
Interesting food.
Cool. So how do you approach during your downtime? How do you approach? Don't go in.
Yeah, so I would I would do that dinner, try and make actually could you come back to me and I'll try and figure out what that meal preparation would be?
Happily, Mossy.
Mossy's gonna head home to take care of all of their animals.
For sure.
That they need to check in on.
Of course.
And would have probably like the night before asked around to see if anybody would have wanted to join them.
Okay.
So if anybody does want to join Mossy to go to their hobbit hole and to meet some animals, they are welcome to.
Ostar is crying right now, wishing she could go.
Jump in.
If you don't mind,
Sure.
that'd be very interesting.
You're Ridian, right?
Yes.
I don't think we've talked yet. It's nice to meet you.
I do not. It's
Should I
good
go
to. I mean,
with the
I mean, we've
cat
already
jokes.
like
Nice to
killed,
talk
we've
to
like
you.
killed shit together first before literally talking. This
Yeah,
that
it's
sounds
pretty interesting. Yeah, and we both used heal, which was pretty cool. And you have a bone way to heal. That's really cool.
It's definitely it is. Thank you. And you have like yours is like so wholesome and shit.
Yeah, very wholesome.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
Snow White.
Mhm.
Says Caitlin, not Mossy.
So like, and you know, we're kind of away from town. I assume, kind of heading out. Is anyone else going on this
Yeah.
adventure?
Is anyone
Litha is not an
No.
animal
Okay.
gal, unfortunately.
Ooh. Only your farm
Another
animals.
mission.
Even though.
Ooh, you're on a different mission? Alright. Yeah, so we're chilling.
So like, hey, you know, I don't mean to be like too snoopy or anything, but I've like heard about a gnome who lives east of the Gravedrake wood, and you want to you're well, this gnome I suppose is a healer.
Mm-hmm.
Is the rumors true? Is that you?
Yes, but what else does the rumor say?
It says you fucking eat children and like to you know, I'm just kidding. No, I'm sorry. No.
Mossy's eyes have gotten very big in that.
Your house walks around on chicken legs and shit. No,
That
but
would
they
be
say
so cool.
they say that you ask your patients if they know anything about illnesses that drain magic.
Yes, that is absolutely true. So, that is something that is my personal mission, if you will. I have a lot of interest in seeking out information regarding draining illnesses, specifically magic draining. Do you happen to know of any?
Do I happen to know of any, given
Also, I take it back. I don't hate animals.
what I know about disease
Wrong
and
character.
whatnot?
That seems wrong with it.
My Corandero.
That makes so much sense, actually.
Go ahead.
Corandero.
Let's
Go ahead and give me. I'll let you give me nature or medicine.
Nature. Guidance. It's gonna be 23.
Illnesses that drain magic. There is a phenomenon that is discussed in circles that you've frequented in your life. It's a sort of vortex, a thing that can be set up that draws in a sort of circular whirlpool type flow magic around it. And when something like that happens, people in the area can have their, if they are of a naturally magical essence, they can have that sort of drained out of them, like a whirlpool or a tornado pulling things up into the air and spreading it out across the sky. Would you roll?
23.
23. Yeah.
Okay. Just out of curiosity, this isn't a disease. This is a magical, like a location. Or
It's
some kind
closer, yes. It's closer to the lines of like a curse, but not like a disease. It's not something that's communicably spread out, but it's something that happens. It's less like measles and more like radiation poisoning.
of, right. Well, I mean, the only things I have ever heard of are there's more like it. I don't know. You've gotten a sunburn, like I guess you could call.
I photosynthesize. Why would the sun burn?
Wait, could you define? No, wait, I know this shit.
You do, right?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
That's incredibly interesting, and I would love to ask you about that. But I mean, leaves burn. I mean, you know, if the leaf that's not supposed to get the light, gets too much light, it starts to get yellow and not happy.
Oh, true. Yes.
Same.
That can happen if you overwater it as well.
Mm-hmm.
The only time I've ever
Too
heard
much of
this
something.
Yeah, it's more like,
Too intensity?
I don't know about even intensity. It's more like a sort of natural phenomenon that just like a vortex that takes energy from those around it.
Okay. So it's a place people go to that they can get affected.
Is it well? So that's kind
Like
of
a
is this like
location?
like the weather that moves through, or is this like a place?
It's usually sort of localized. However, once it sets in, leaving doesn't help you.
Like
Almost
you
like
can
a
you can just
fog.
you can just like leave and it'll still drain the energy from you.
You are kind of already
Bound to it,
being drained,
no matter where you go.
more or less.
So it is not really a space thing. It is more like a, if you're the unlucky bastard that ended up there, then you are sort of cursed to have your magical energies taken away.
Is there any way to recover?
You don't know.
I'm not sure. I mean, I've never really seen it in person, but that is what my teacher told me about.
Teacher.
Yeah.
Where did you learn?
Do you know the Maikota?
No.
Roll a nature check.
Oh, okay. That is a 16.
16. You definitely heard of the Maikota. The
Mycota.
Maikota are a druid society, and they live further south than Pinedale. Occasional emissaries passed through your home where you grew up. They were particular custodians of a natural phenomenon known as the Mothermold.
Mothermold?
Mothermold.
Mothermold?
A sort of fungal mycelium type creature that had many properties that were extremely beneficial for all sorts of stuff, magic, medicine, but you, from your raising and upbringing, would certainly have heard of the
Okay.
Maikota. Details are a bit sparse. That's about it's sort of,
Yeah. Okay.
you know what I mean?
I do know of the Mycota, actually. So what did you say? Because I got distracted. Don't relieve it.
Well, my teacher, I
You
trained
learned from a
with the-
druid.
Well, yes. I mean, I sort of grew up with the druids there. Yeah, I learned from my master Dambrian. He was.
Dambrian.
He.
If you're looking to me, if you've heard of, no, you don't know that name.
Yeah, I mean, he is a very accomplished healer in the tribe, and he taught me basically everything I know, which is not that much, to be honest. I was kind of, not the best student, I would say, but it was, but yeah, I mean, he fucking rocked, he had all sorts of crazy stories. He'd been all over and seen stuff that would probably curl anyone's toes.
I could do with some co curling.
Jesus.
Nice. But yeah, I mean, it seems like you also. How the fuck do you photosynthesize? I mean, is this a thing with gnomes or?
So, I'm not even going to make you roll for it. They're technically a gnome, but you detect like firmly leshy blood in them. You've seen them bud. You've seen their skin change color
Oh, bud.
based on their surroundings.
Mm-hmm.
Their hair is sort of viney and leafy.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah.
So we're like a leshy?
It runs in the family. Yeah, my mom's a leshy. My dad's a no.
Well, that's cool. That's super cool. I mean, like, what was it like growing up as a flower child, you know?
My dad really. Actually.
That's a question. That really is a question. It was fine. I was the baby of the babies. So I grew up very sheltered. And that is why I was very excited to come across people who have clearly been exposed to many things that I have not.
Yeah, I hear that. Shit.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's hard to, it's nice to have roots sometimes, but every so often you really want to, like, spread out and,
Absolutely.
see what else is out there.
All
Get
trees must spread their pollen.
Get spread.
You get some fresh sunlight,
Mm-hmm. You gotta sow your roots.
Yeah.
Sow your oats.
On that front, would you be offended if I were to plant something near where you live? I think it would help a lot. It is something that is, it is part of what makes the lush bracken so bountiful and productive.
Ooh, can I see it?
And Ridian will reach in and pull out just a plug of wood that's just laced through with like white mycelium.
I'm also picturing a literal plug. A literal butt plug, I should say.
Literal butt plug.
Is that the shape of it when we say plug?
No, it's more like a cork,
Cylinder.
but
That makes
like
more
a
sense.
dude.
Because I was like, cord
Honestly,
plug?
it's-
or
Anything's a butt plug if you're not a coward.
It's just a matter of determination, really.
So now I can say cork my burrow.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
Cork my
I
burrow.
called it plug for a reason, bitch.
Woo!
Help.
Yes, please. I would love this. And Mossy's actually going to, we have walked far enough, I imagine, that you don't actually see anything. And so Mossy needs to, or they will offer their hand to you and say, I have to physically show you where I live before you can plant anything.
Okay, that's, yeah, absolutely.
So I'm gonna take you, and then you're gonna just walk through with me into like bushes and like shrubs, and then you will see a hobbit hole, just kind of like Peter Malark, Hunger Games style, where like he emerges, and it's like, oh, it's there.
Ugh.
That is, I love this. You're like, no, bitch.
It's just painted face.
Yes,
so
it's
creepy.
so cool.
It's like green. It's cool. It's creepy.
The camouflage. It's 100% camouflage.
Yeah.
So, and there are a ton of.
There is a bear.
Yes, I was gonna say.
Aw, little guy.
Girl.
Big.
Do you recognize a brown bear mother? One of her cubs fell ill and is in your hole
Mm-hmm.
through a passageway that the mother is too big to pass through. And so at your re-arrival, she...
Oh, yes. Hi there, Mother. Hi, Mama Bear. How's it going?
Is he all right?
I am actually going to check on him right now. So I will go grab him and bring him out and we can check him together. How does
Okay, yeah, wonderful. Could you just bring him out? I miss him.
You're a healer
It's-
for the local
The den
animals.
is so. I'm supposed to be hibernating, honestly, but I couldn't. It's just so quiet without him.
Oh, I bet. You give me just 2 seconds. I'm
Okay.
You're
Thank
already
you.
such a better druid.
You can come
than
with me.
Nora. I'm so impressed.
We said this in there solo. We were like, "Oh, Stara's gonna be pissed." Not Crystal. We'll make like Crystal through Ostara is gonna be like, "What the fuck? What the fuck?"
Yeah, it's hard to watch out. It's fine. I didn't have a good childhood.
Yeah, I think I could.
Brittany,
My
you.
wife.
So I'm going to.
Her hair. Play.
What?
He's a
Hello.
friend.
You're beautiful.
Yeah,
Is
he's
he
a
all
friend.
right?
Yes. Yes, he just
Okay.
complimented you. He said you're beautiful.
I don't care, but if you say he's all right, then he's all right.
He is. I will be right back. You can come in with me if you'd like.
Move to you too, buddy.
I'm not gonna give Ridian a chance. I'm just gonna bring you in. And then I'm
She's
gonna
hungry.
swap with you, and I will, like, quickly, it is a one-room, big...
By the way,
open
Ridian
area.
literally unfazed.
Oh, really? Okay.
Literally unfazed.
Okay. Mossy is maybe...
Creatures come out of the walls and crawl across the floor, and you notice a little bear cub sort of limping along with a little splint on his right and rear leg. Oh, you're back!
I'm back!
Hi!
How's it going?
Oh, not too bad.
Oh, how's the foot?
I mean, you know,
Bad to
the
worse.
splint feels worse.
Feels worse. Okay, let's. I'm gonna guess who's outside. I'm gonna scoop him up.
I don't know. Who are you talking about? In that way that like kids will just like suddenly break out crying, like without meaning to, you know, they're just
they
like
didn't realize how much they needed their mom.
they
Literally
can't
me.
quite regulate their emotions
Literally
very
me.
well. Oh, my baby child, is she taking good care of you? Good. I'm okay. My leg is fine.
He's actually.
No.
Oh, it is.
If
Listen, just you gotta let it fully heal, and I'm gonna be sleeping out here until you're totally fine. Okay.
Okay, but now I just can I cast heal to try and then fix it sooner?
Certain injuries need more extensive.
Oh, okay, touche,
but
fine.
you are able to reassure them that it's like maybe like 3 or 4 more days,
Okay.
and then he can just go.
Poor mom.
Yeah.
Mom, I need you to take a nap because it's hibernation and you have to be sleeping. I can see that you're losing weight.
I'm so tired.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I'm
you need to
I'm
sleep.
so
You're looking
tired.
great then.
I will be staying here for the rest of the day.
Okay.
And making sure that he's okay. So you sleep for the rest of the day,
And
and
I'm
then
just
you
gonna.
can
Can we just? And he just
please
kind of.
snuggle. Please snuggle to sleep. Oh, good.
He just instantly falls asleep as like in her warmth and everything.
I cover them with a massive blanket I have for these occasions.
Awesome.
So fucking cute.
Is there anything you want to do with your? Yeah.
So during this period of time, if you would permit me, I have maybe a few remedies that I could put together for.
Yes,
This guy.
I love remedies. Yes, teach me your ways.
Okay. And I'm going to, during my prep time, go ahead and use one of my alchemical reagents and create 2 healing potions.
So can you make
elixirs of-
actual healing potions?
Elixirs of healing are
Elixir of healing. Yeah.
elixir of healing,
Yeah, yeah.
or elixir of health.
Yeah.
The basic first level 1d8 one.
Oh my god, that's
Yeah.
And it says I can create 2 of those with one of my alchemical reagents.
I think that's. I'm gonna take your word for
Okay.
it. Yeah.
I'm gonna create 2 of those. May be helpful to like pour these into a biscuit or something and feed it to him. But these are pretty good.
yeah.
I
Can I
don't-
recall knowledge to see if that would actually help, or can we just stash those for us?
They're only good for like 1 day, so
Oh,
something
okay.
that maybe we.
I'm almost positive you have the same thing.
Yeah, I just did that at second level.
Say again?
Oh my god.
Oh, it's like, we're literally
We're
gonna be
stacked. Stepping on my turf here, homie.
I mean, you're the one who cast.
But I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that's
say-
true. Yeah, you're the one that
Oh,
cast
okay. Yeah.
heal at 3 before I did. So.
Grohl.
Yeah, that is not very comfortable.
Sorry. Say that. Say that again.
Say what again?
Casting heal.
We were talking. No, not right now. We were talking about getting on each other's toes and being healers. And
Got it.
joking.
Okay. Cool.
I'm not actually about to do that. We were talking about using the elixir of healing to speed up Cubby.
Yeah, I'll let that advance it by 1 day, and also for the purposes of this, if you want to share formulas, you can spend a day of downtime to just copy whatever formulas you haven't mutually taken.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
that's super cool.
So I would say, yeah, we'd probably do a day of that, and then
Yeah.
I would also be making healing potions for the duration of this downtime.
So you have to make a crafting check to craft those. You can craft four at a time in one day. Level 1, right? DC 15 crafting check.
Okay.
And I think you can use nature. That's correct, yeah. Ooh.
That is a 23.
23. You make 4
Wow.
of those.
I don't have to pay any material cost?
You do have to pay the material costs.
Half, right?
All right. So, fortunately, I know this from Gideon. In one day, you spend half the material costs in order to do the crafting. Once you succeed on the check, which you did, you can then pay the remainder in order to just finish them.
Yeah.
Or you can keep working for multiple days to reduce the final cost by, I think it's 4 silver per day, or whatever the...
Oh, okay. I think it's, for this one...
3 silver per day.
Expert is... Yeah.
Are you expert?
I'm expert in nature.
But you are level 2, so it's still 3 silver per day. So
Okay.
you can keep working multiple days to reduce the cost by 3 silver per day.
Oh, I see. Task level 2. I see. That makes sense. Okay, perfect.
Cool.
Great. I'll keep going on that and make, I guess, 4 healing potions.
Fantastic. So we'll see how many days this goes, because you can always leave a crafting project like whenever you want, and just like come back to it and just keep reducing the cost if you want to.
Yeah. And I'll be doing this as I also go back to town.
Are you going to be right back? Because you're next.
Yes.
Yes?
I have to go to the band.
Okay. Well then let's get
Real quick, I'll just go to my dinner thing.
I don't know what's happening, so I don't.
We're just talking about what we're doing on our downtime.
Yeah.
Okay.
which dinner?
Like with the Gak, the...
Oh yeah. Cooking lore.
Yeah, so essentially making a fresh made tortellini using flour, water, and some of the remaining eggs for Mossy's place. For the pasta, fill with a lamb filling seasoned with garlic, coriander, salt, pepper, and topped with a bit of sumac.
Jesus Christ.
A bed of wild greens drizzled with a red pepper vinaigrette.
Jesus Christ! I'm hungry.
Me too.
Like now.
Amazing.
Okay, so
Yes.
cooking check.
Cooking lore, yeah.
Cooking lore check. Okay, nat 13 plus 4,
No.
17, or I guess plus 5 with seasons, 18.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can tell that you're still a little bit hindered by some of like the basic assumptions that like trained chefs, adhere to as a rule, but hasn't stopped you from reaching for new heights.
I like to consider my focus is more on the spices. I'm still learning how to leverage more interesting ingredients though.
Oh, your spice profile is immaculate.
Okay.
Okay.
Nuts,
Okay,
please.
yeah, we're gonna work real well together. I just inhaled a peppercorn. I like it.
So you're earning income, like, yeah.
Sweet. Yeah, I probably will actually.
Can he work
at
at
his
both?
place for maybe I'll help with the breakfast crowd at or something. Yeah.
Perfect. Good.
Mossy would do one other thing,
Yes.
which would be to collect the chicken eggs that would be delivered to their doorstep.
Fantastic.
And to split them between, bring some to Jeddah and then some back to Canda and Eldunk.
Oh, I mean, this is so kind.
Well, you always are so kind to me with your milk, and I know how much you and your wife do, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, we just all, we all just gotta be good neighbors.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you're the best neighbors.
Mossy, you're so kind. Thank you so much, and I appreciate this. You're the very best.
Well, the chickens laid all the eggs. They didn't work, so.
I know they did. Thank you. Hey, why don't y'all come over for dinner? Tomorrow night we'll make something real special for you.
Well, it's not just Eldunk and I anymore. There's a larger group.
Oh, really?
So, yes.
How many?
I want to say there's 8 of us.
8?
Including me.
Oh, we haven't prepared for 8 in quite some time, but we'll have it ready for you.
All right.
Come on
Look
over.
forward to it. I'll make
All
sure to tell the group.
End of year's end.
Exactly.
All right.
See you soon.
I better go prepare.
Yeah.
Prepare.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Litha, Elanor, what are you doing during year's end?
Wow.
What do you want to do? You got a few days
Okay.
while snow blankets the lands.
We want to meet her parents
Okay.
and her family.
Okay, so you go to Litha's home. Oh boy. You meet
Oh boy.
her
I'm not
family. Litha, I'll leave this up to you. Who do you think shows up first as you approach the farm?
Well, if it's the night that we stay the night, the morning, my mom's probably making breakfast,
Mm-hmm.
and the littles are probably up, and the rest are probably still sleeping.
So I'll say then that as you approach the farm, you said the littles
We
are
came
up.
down from my room, probably.
And you said the littles are up?
Yeah, probably. They wake up early.
So as you
Mom.
climb down, you just hear these little footsteps.
Sister!
And you see a little goblin in a diaper and a nightshirt
I have
just running
photos
up.
for everyone, just so the gang knows.
Yay.
You're awake! Good morning!
Good morning.
Oh, and she hugs your leg.
Oh, I pick her up, and I introduce her. This is
She hides behind your shoulder.
no,
She's
no
nervous.
hiding.
She's shy.
This is our friend, Elanor.
Hi, I'm Elanor Wajandra.
She's really
You're
fun,
like totes cute.
and she has a puppy.
She's funny.
She is really funny, and she's really kind.
And this is Bruiser.
Yeah, I know.
Can I pet him?
Pet him,
Oh,
but
he's
you have to
so...
ask him
good.
first.
I have to ask him.
Yeah, you like let him sniff your hand.
Hello, Bruiser. Can I pet you?
He bows his head and like sort of lowers his ears a little bit.
Oh, I think he likes
He
me.
does like you.
Oh, his fur feels so nice. It's so soft.
He's really sweet.
Oh, I love you, Bruiser.
Why don't you go take him to play?
Bruiser, do you want to come and help me get the eggs from the chickens?
All right.
All right, we'll be right back.
Great.
Bruiser just... He looks back right before he runs out the door at you.
Bruiser.
It's okay.
And runs off to help Stit get the eggs from the chickens. A sizable blue dragonborn walks into the common room. Oh, well, hello. You're Litha's friend, aren't you?
Me? Oh yeah, totes.
Litha, don't be rude.
This is my friend Elanor, Dad.
Elanor, an absolute pleasure to meet you. How are you doing this fine day?
I am lovely.
Wonderful. Happy Year's End.
Happy Year's End.
Where you from?
I am from
She's from Starfall.
Starfall.
Starfall?
She's famous.
I've only
I'm
visited...
not famous.
She's
You're
famous.
So silly.
Just like you're famous.
No offense intended.
Infamous is what she meant to say.
No offense intended, Elanor, but I tend to believe my daughter over a stranger. Fazgin, but you can call me Faz.
Oh, well, my name's Elanor Woodandra, but you can call me Elwoods.
Elwoods, absolutely delightful. Well, welcome to the farm and welcome to Pinedale. I assume it's your first time visiting.
Yep.
Delightful.
Also, Stit took a dog to the chicken coop in case anything happens.
Litha, what the fuck does that mean?
Bruiser.
She has a dog, and
Bruiser.
Alright.
I don't know how it acts around chickens, but
Is your dog gonna eat my fucking chickens?
I mean,
the
he's
chickens
a
are
big
bigger.
dog.
Than him. No, he's small.
So,
He's small. He's like this
who knows?
big.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm looking for reassurance and you're being anything but. It's Litha, is it alright?
That's why I'm telling you.
I've got to go, and he just runs out the door, like towards the chicken coop. A gorgeous white blonde elf woman walks in. Oh, good morning, Litha. Hello, you must be Litha's friend.
Yes.
Elle, wonderful, absolutely a delight to meet you. Did you sleep well?
Oh, wonderfully.
I know the kids in the house wake up a little bit earlier than is normal.
Oh no, it's totally fine. I'm used to waking up early for my studies.
Especially
Studies?
daughter.
What do you study?
Oh, I've been studying with the Temporal Council. I'm a wizard.
You're
You know.
kidding.
Yeah.
Really? Well, how delightful.
Thank you.
That's wonderful.
You're gorgeous.
You're so kind.
I can see where Litha gets her good looks from.
Oh.
You've overwhelmed me first thing in the morning. I'm Anu Dale, but you can call me Dolly.
Oh, hello, Dolly.
And I'm so happy that you've made friends with Litha.
Oh, she's wonderful.
You're
I'm
welcome.
trying to get her to come with me on my travels.
Come with you? Where?
No.
What do you mean?
Just sit down. She
She
wants
needs
me.
some excitement. What do you say?
She
You mean
wants
to leave town?
No, she
Yeah,
wants
just
me
for
to
a-
go to the library. She's got some research to do
And
for
then
school.
to leave town.
Oh,
A little vacation.
sure, of course.
No.
Well, I mean, you know, Litha, it wouldn't exactly be your first time, would it?
Yeah.
I mean, like a short jaunt out of town might be good for you.
Yes. If you need anything, I could pick anything up.
Sure, maybe head down to Etton's Way and just see how things are going down there. We've got friends we haven't seen in a few.
You know, I've actually heard weird things about Etton's Way.
What have you heard?
Last night, one of my new friends. I have another one.
More than one?
Yes.
More than one new friend, how delightful.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Litha, you're doing so well.
Oh, thank you.
I always knew you'd blossom in time.
Yeah. Well, they said there were zombies or something there.
Zombies? In Etton's Way?
Yes.
And the
Or skeletons.
skeletons last night.
Also skeletons there, maybe. Not zombies. I can't remember.
No zombies.
No zombies, only skellies.
You're not there.
Something undead.
Oh dear.
And then the skeletons last night, you know. So.
Yeah, no, we heard about that. I mean, I'm just glad that it only was in the Emperor. I mean, you know, to bless his soul, but... Well, I mean, if you think that you could help by going and looking into it, it might be good for you.
Yeah, you know, I'm just floating with the wind.
Yes, of course, darling. Yeah,
But I'm here.
Whatever you... No, I mean, but whatever you think is best, if you think you need to go and look, then you should. And I'm sure your father would agree.
Oh, you know. Maybe. I don't know. We don't know. I just met them.
Oh, my dear son.
We have a lot to do around here.
We do. We always do. And we always will. And that shouldn't stop you from doing what you want. Go spend time with your friend and check on your father, would you? He sounded a bit panicked when he stepped out the front door.
There's a dog in the chicken coop.
A dog?
Yeah.
I've got to go. She sort of runs out the front door.
Oh, wonderful.
What would you like to do during year's end?
I want to go to the library.
Okay.
I
Litha
think
is-
I let you know that Indomerun also was wanting to go to the library, and
I was there last night.
oh yeah,
I overheard. Let's go get them.
And word on the street was that Mabon also wanted to go.
Who?
Mabon?
Oh. I did not hear that.
It's a word on the street.
Well, we should get them.
Well, they didn't actually hear it out loud.
Oh, oops.
Not out loud.
Just in my brain.
I texted her.
It's
Fantastic.
just mind reading.
So you two want to head to the library. What are you two generally intending to do for downtime?
I was gonna see if I could inquire of Findeladlara.
Okay. And real quick before you step out, Grohl, what are you generally intending to do for downtime?
I wanted to have a quick conversation with Mabon, and then I wanted to go to Zander.
Can we have that convo real quick?
Yes.
Okay.
It's just gonna be at one point when you're eating breakfast or something, like at the bar or something. When you're off to yourself. Grohl's just gonna, with like a plate of food and something to drink, he's gonna slide in next to you. The Great Spider.
Oh. Yeah.
I only have 2 questions.
Okay.
How do you find the balance? And have you ever partaken in culling?
Holy fuck. I gotta admit, I wasn't ready for a quiz today.
Why am I not here?
Fucked up my brain for a minute.
Grohl was
Grohl.
standing right next to you when you spiderwebbed Litha.
I did. I did do that.
We're supposed to have a talk about that.
Yes. Yes. Oh fuck! This is what I get for fucking with people.
My
Now.
actions. The consequences of my actions.
Well,
The consequences
yeah,
are really fucking me right now.
You two talk while I pee.
Dude, panic.
Hold on 1 second.
Do you
While
have
you
a
think about
TM question?
You have time to think, because I'm going to write down exactly what I just said, and I also need to pee really bad.
I have to like
Cross
sick.
stream.
Sick. I'll study while you're on.
I'm gonna go outside.
You know what, Sophia? I have a lot of fucking bones to pick with your little bitch ass, and you're lucky we're not driving home tonight. Together.
I like
It was during the
some
battle.
tricks, and the tricks are getting me in trouble.
No, you're too pranksy.
Yeah.
Too much pranks.
It's an option?
Yeah.
You made that happen real fast.
Not that
Yeah,
that's
You're
an
like a
option.
black belt with those things.
It's an option?
Okay.
Like you're
so here's the
limited
idea.
to anything ever? This is also an
Well,
option.
they're magnet balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know you could do these things with magnet balls.
Awaken your mind, Jesse.
Okay, well, shut up. I'm but an infant in a world of possibilities, okay?
Busing infants? What?
Pump, pump.
Okay.
I don't know.
Unwind it.
Oh, that unwinds way more simply than I thought it would.
Right?
What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
That's so fun. What?
It's great.
These are the best.
What is this madness? What is this madness? And these voices that I hear. What is this madness? And I wish that they would disappear.
Wow. Dinner and a show.
Okay.
Not the Baldur's Gate music right now?
You recognize it.
I've spent a lot of time in that fucking character
Oh my
build
God,
screen.
Look at that.
In that game.
Oh, it's nice though.
I know.
Soph, do you have questions for me?
Yes, so. Ask your questions, bitch.
Nothing I can say in front of everyone.
Holy shit.
I have a lot of.
Do you want to talk to me privately?
Yes, please. I'm panicking.
You know what? I'm gonna call you a big fucking liar for what we talked about in the car, you little slut.
I never lied.
Yes, you did!
I never lied. Sometimes the truth just means different things.
Wow.
Hate
Spoken like a
her.
liar.
I hate her. I heard a crazy rumor about you, Eldunk.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That you stole a big, like, turkey. And it came back the next day with, like, some spices on it and basically, like, a sorry note. And you returned your...
That's a fucking that's a super villain origin story right there.
Honestly, I hope that's true.
And I think it might have been to Canda.
Holy shit.
Out here stealing birds.
Would you bring this up in character?
Yeah. Motherfucker.
One of these conversations need to
Am I
happen.
there?
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay.
Well,
I
I heard that you have
Wait,
some
I'll
dunk
fix
in
it.
your trunk.
Woo!
Because it's Eldunk.
No, I'm like,
He
wondering
made
if you actually-
Canda.
I'm trying to think about the rumors. So,
Rumor has it that you steal food, and then it magically comes back the next day, not eaten, but tastes better.
well, in that case, it was because they were really, really bad at seasoning it. So I tried
So you
some.
steal it.
Occasionally, not,
That's crazy. But then give it back.
If it tastes really bad, I felt so sorry for those poor people that I had to give it back. Seasoned
Crazy, you've never
better
heard
with
of
the
like
recipe
a
card.
good intention thief before. I think that's crazy.
You're Robin Hood.
I was just gonna say that.
Damn it.
You beat me by like a second.
Well, I mostly steal to feed my belly, but not for the most part, not for better reasons. But
Sometimes
What's your
it's still
favorite
to feed
food?
Their souls.
Eldunk.
oh gosh, really partial to bacon.
Bacon's good. You can't go wrong with bacon.
I
If I
tend to have
know,
pocket bacon on me. It's true.
if I know a fellow
Mossy
rock,
can
he
attest.
means pork belly.
Oh shit.
Pork belly is basically fancier bacon.
Yeah.
When I can get it, I do prefer it, but
Okay, so
most of the time.
What about that
No,
weird
I'm talking about
beef
white
bacon
sauce.
that we had?
For sure.
Honestly, that stuff's amazing.
That was
The
pretty
top
good.
comment is true.
I don't know why I recorded
And
that.
he
'cause it can't
passes
go
to
in.
those because
I
it's
know.
also
Can't go in the
read
episode.
/ seen. Not read, seen it.
It'll go in the solos.
Just a little tag
We're
on.
going to the trail marker.
It's not a betrayal.
Girl's a bitch.
So,
What?
What's that
Dear.
comment?
when Grohl says that to you, Grohl,
Can you repeat the questions, please?
Mabon's acting real fucking weird. Okay.
That was not in character. I just need to.
Oh,
We're rewinding
I
for a
asked,
second.
how do you find the balance? And have you ever participated in a culling?
Yeah.
you're not there.
Crystal is.
You
And
are
by the way,
not.
Grohl doesn't look at you when he asks these questions. He's eating and he's acting like normal.
Wow, holy sus. Okay.
Holy
sauces.
You know-
suspect, man.
I gotta say, you caught me a little off guard just now. One, to answer the first, the balance comes from a lot of things. I must say, I'm still figuring that part out a little bit. We're in our fuck. This is pure panic right now. I need an anxiety pill.
All out, fresh out, bitch.
You are not there.
That was Andromeda speaking.
I know.
That was Crystal.
You know,
Crystal and Andromeda share.
I have to say, there,
So fucking true.
Wow.
you really threw me off. And to be completely honest, I wasn't awake enough to answer this question. But I get the vibes, and balance means a lot of different things to me. And I would love to go more in depth in that when I'm a little less discombobulated. And the second question, no.
So,
Not to my knowledge.
the only reason I
Would you remember?
even, the only reason I even ask is because as long as we're journeying together, I just expect it to tend to the lighter side of things.
Oh! Don't worry. We don't yee those haws in this part of town.
Take a hero point for "we don't yee those haws," a phrase that I never knew I needed, but will now use until my dying day.
Also very much now.
I hope that my last words are "time to yee that haw." I really hope that they are.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm not there.
Let's just say, in essence, we are the lighter side. Those are the yees we're hawing.
Perfect.
Not them dark ones.
Holy
You know,
shit.
I don't like that one.
Don't worry, I'll keep watch, but
Of me?
I'll trust you for now.
Okay.
And Grohl, as Grohl says that, he's just literally going to be finishing his food. He's just going to get up and leave.
Dude, he's the worst.
All right, so
Never do a watch with Grohl.
for downtime purposes, you want to go to the library.
I do want to go to the library.
Both of you want to go to the library.
I don't really want to go, but that's where I'm going.
To the library.
What do you want to do? when
Nothing.
you're down?
This is my town. I'm working. I'm with my family.
Okay, so you don't go to the library.
Make incoming.
You said you didn't want to go, and I've been there, and I'm now in with the librarian.
Elanor, Mabon, Indomerun, do you want to
Do
go
you
to
wanna
the
come?
library, or did you?
Yes, I
Yeah.
want to go. But I also
Crystal.
wanted to inquire of my god first. To see if
Oh.
I heard anything.
I'm gonna go to the
Do
library.
you sort of? What do you do to seek, for lack of a better term, feedback?
So, first thing when I wake up, I am going to, before breakfast, just kind of take some time and do some meditating and then, like, pray, I guess.
Okay. As you kneel in your room and pray, you are transported to a familiar space in your mind, a sort of blank emptiness. There is no visible presence that you can see, but there is a sense of being. My child, what do you wish to know?
There was an attack last night, and it was all undead, and this is the third occurrence. And I'm not quite sure which route to go.
The filth that pollute this world take many forms. One of the more common is the vicious mockery of life that are the Walking Dead. There may be a thread here for you to pull deeper on, to unravel a mystery. But we cannot be sure yet. Seek further, press farther, plunge deeper. You fuckers.
That's even
I
better
have a
than you
follow-up
know.
question.
You don't say that in character, do you?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
She wasn't done
she wasn't
talking,
asking
it's
me
just
yet.
that players hit the nut button.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
I may have more helpful information, the more information that you learn. However, I will say that in terms of spreading the word, one might have had higher hopes. And others might seek to rectify that.
I understand.
I know that you do. There is an urgency at stake. I know that you know of what I speak.
She's a bitch.
Do not forget. And you will not be forgotten.
Ooh, spicy.
She's the worst.
I believe you had a follow-up question.
Oh my god.
She's the worst.
Thank you. Indeed. I came across a journal with the name Vortexes.
A name of blasphemy and evil. Best forgotten if it cannot be pursued and destroyed or wiped from memory. Well, you said you had a question. You have made a statement. Is there an inquisitive or not?
Yeah, I didn't say it quite that way.
We're all caught off guard tonight.
I haven't heard of him before, but I have a feeling he's connected to all of the undead filth that I have come across lately. And I have a feeling it's one of those threads you were mentioning.
Deeply within the breaking of the veil is that name embedded. There are many you might ask, but seek long enough and you will find enough answers to satisfy yourself.
No.
Speak to your new friends, but if you ask them for information, do not fail to provide what information you have been sent into the world to give.
Understood.
I trust in you, as I trust in all of my favorite children. The vision fades, and you are back in the Ciderwood Inn.
Just one.
Yeah.
She sucks. She sucks. That's why they won't let them drink. They don't want to have fun.
And
Yeah.
you take as
And we
much time
can't
as you
fucking
need
say
to
anything.
process that.
Yeah, I'm
And
gonna
what-
need a hot minute.
A very hot
Very
minute.
hot minute.
Super hot. Did you want to go to the library?
Correct, yes.
Okay.
I'm assuming in the
Library,
afternoon after.
Mabon. Litha, and Elanor.
Yeah.
Library?
I was gonna go to Zander.
Xander. Okay. Let's handle that in a second.
Yeah, I also have to go too.
One thing I wanted to check on. Did
Yeah.
you want to craft?
Yes,
Did you want to go with me instead of
but
the
I also
librarian,
needed to
or-
chat to you
No.
about that because it said that I needed to
Not
be
after that interaction.
trained in crafting. So I think I took something on extra.
I believe that you are allowed to use nature for that.
Okay, that's what I was gonna ask because I was like, oh my god, if Jesse can, and then I
We
got
have
distracted
the
and I was like,
same-
okay.
Would you actually mind just Facebook messaging them, and you can, because that's just like dice rolls. There's
Yeah.
not a whole lot of RP involved. in it.
Perfect.
Awesome. So you
I wanted
all.
to see because we needed to check which ones that we didn't already have.
I think we might have. There's only so many options for us with
Yeah.
that particular background, so we probably have basically the same ones.
Yeah.
So you approach the library. As you knock on the door.
Oh, Litha. Oh, welcome. Oh, you have friends.
Yes. And
Hello.
here is some food for the day. Hot and ready for you. One of our friends made it.
Canda is.
It's new,
Yep.
yes.
Oh.
Mhm. It might be extra spicy.
Cinnamon.
That might be it.
How delightful. Who are your friends?
Well, this is Elle.
I met
You met Elle.
Elle.
Sorry, it's been a long few hours.
Sure.
Dave.
How are you, darling girl?
Oh,
So good to see you.
So good. You're looking lovely today.
Oh, thank you so much. I've put on my special year's end dress. I am
You're
wearing
it, girl.
Oh, you know, I've still got it. Oh.
And then this is Indomerun.
Hello. Oh, hello.
Oh, I know.
A special friend.
Oh, no.
Work on that, dear boy.
Not as special as that gentleman suitor you had the other day.
Oh, Haskell. Yes, as is his wont, he left almost immediately. Gone already, early in the morning, speaking of dark portents and vicious fates pressing itself upon the world.
Man. And then
Is that
this
what
is...
you guys did last night?
Wow.
You're bad.
And then this is Mabon.
Hello. Oh my goodness, what a lovely young woman.
She's
Wonderful. Hello, Mabon. Adela.
Oh, and then this is her friend, Geoffrey. He might get your books wet, but...
Oh, what a beautiful boy. What a beautiful boy.
He's walking around with like leaf puddles, right?
Myself.
Yes, he said he leaves water puddles on you.
He doesn't get official.
He does a little dance. He is so precious, how adorable. I love him so much.
Yes, we're just gonna look at the books if that's all right.
Of course, of course. Let me know if you want to take anything out. I have to keep a log.
Yes,
But
we know the logs.
Don't
Hello.
forget to say hi to Bruiser.
Respect, and then there's...
Oh, Bruiser, you boy, you thank you for saving me from those vicious kobolds. And just Bruiser just licking her face. Just, oh, they're so precious. Do you mind if I play with the two of them while you're perusing the bookshelves?
Yeah.
Thank
can
you
do that.
so much. It's so delightful.
Is there any books on the history of where the mayor lives?
I can take you to the history section on Pinedale.
On the history of where the... give me a... I guess for research... God, do I want to roll this or do I want them to roll it?
Yeah.
Jesse, do I want to roll their research for this or do I want them to roll it?
I think that research rolls in general, I would say if they're going into a library, you would roll it because you're not
Probably,
sure.
right?
You're not sure what's even in that library,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
So you're not sure whether this is a good library
that-
or if this is just.
That
If
would
this
be a
is
seek action, though, right?
That would be an investigation,
Oh, okay.
which would involve perception.
Yeah,
That
so
makes
it's
sense.
well
Or
in
lore.
this case
Recall
it's
knowledge.
recall knowledge.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
which is usually secret. Yeah, good call. Okay, good. So what are you looking for specifically?
History on the mayor's house.
Any specifics as to why these things were trapped underneath his home?
The best that I can give you is that the space where the mayor's home currently stands was one of the first buildings in Pinedale in general. This is a small town, and it remains small because it doesn't have a lot of strategic importance, right? And at one point, it was just somebody's home that a village grew up around.
Whose home?
We've had many mayors since then.
This was like hundreds of years ago.
And when was the last time these monsters were seen?
The Gravedrake was last seen 20 years ago. Yeah, 20 years ago.
And what happened then?
A lot, but mostly the grave tide.
And you can find that in your lore doc. Love you. I read mine every day.
Yeah, we're fine. Like,
But I don't have
Almost spit all over
a
me.
million kids, so you're good.
Did they drive everybody underground? And
No,
seal them
so
off?
in terms of like the history of the place, the best that you can gather is that this building and estate has been there so long that it kind of makes sense that there would be like a lot of corpses under it. Is the best that you can get.
Okay, and then my last question is on the Gravedrake. Any information I can find out about that?
Okay.
Now, I do have Lore Academia. Does that help? In this instance?
It actually does help in this instance
And it's a
specifically.
+8.
I'm aware.
Okay.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Where are you? The Gravedrake was named for. Hold on. Let me just find it so I can read. Okay, so the Gravedrake, east of Pinedale, was named for a half-shadow dragon that dwelled there. The Gravedrake was not overly aggressive. It wasn't like a terror on all the land around it, but it was able to wreak terrible destruction when it did leave the wood. 20 years ago, this dragon vanished entirely, and those who lived in the wood or close to it stopped seeing it. And over time, as it was gone, bandits who were more or less desperate started to press further into the forest to avoid the law. And they still didn't see it. And then adventurers who heard about this started to delve further into the forest to try to find out where the Gravedrake once lived, because if it was abandoned, the treasure that such a mighty dragon had would have been an amazing find. But they never found it. And instead, increasingly dangerous beasts and creatures in the wood started to emerge. It seems that the Gravedrake was some sort of apex predator that culled the creatures in the Gravedrake wood. And once it vanished, they started growing in influence and strength and spreading out from the wood. And so that is what you learn.
And are they currently, like...
Yeah,
Okay.
more or less. Library. Who else?
Me.
Matt? Go ahead.
Oh, I thought you meant like who's there. Yeah, go.
Do you want to go first?
Sure. Is this library like organized in a specific way, or is it kind of haphazard?
It's organized, but it's not a big city library.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would I recognize how it's organized, or would I need to ask?
Make a society check.
No, so that's a 10.
It's all very strange to you. You ask Adeline, she tries to explain it to you, and it's just outside your sensibilities.
Okay.
Is
So
this something that like I can help with since I basically live in this
I'm gonna say
library?
no.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I'm just gonna go and look through the books that have Elven titles. I'm looking specifically about my mission. And if I happen to find any other information about Vornakai, that would be helpful. Kind of both, but
I should, but I want you to roll it.
okay. And this is gonna be religion, society.
I'll let you make either one of those.
I'm gonna do religion. 15.
15. Vornakai is a dark name. This figure was a necromancer who existed in the Red Fang Federation across the Moonfang Mountains to the east. He was once the prime advisor to here we go. He was once the prime advisor to Lord Uzkugar, who dwelled in a castle in the Red Fang Federation.
Help.
Until one day he betrayed his master, and Uzkugar Hold was abandoned and destroyed by undead, where it became a blight on the land in the Blackwood Dominion of the Red Fang Federation, remaining that way and remaining a place of evil and darkness for generations until one day it was liberated from the undead who held it.
Who did that?
However, this was decades, possibly centuries after Vornakai vacated Uzkugar Hold. He appeared to have placed all of his efforts on one great gambit to gain something powerful, tremendous, that gave him the power that he needed to the point that he thought that Uzkugar Hold was no longer valuable to him. And then he ostensibly vanished from history and has not been heard of since. But to those who are interested in necromancy, he remains a figure of some interest. Mabon?
Yes. I have a couple things, and one thing that I want to text you about.
All right, we got to move slightly quickly, but sure, go ahead.
This one, wait. So I want to look up undead, and then I also wanted to see if I could find anything on the Shadowfell.
What are you looking for on undead?
Just information on zombies and skeletons. Just like how to get rid of them or ward against them.
Okay.
Oh, actually, that would probably be not this. Just forget I asked that.
I already rolled for it.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
That
my
would
bad.
probably be a coven thing. Not me thing.
The best that you know is what you've already experienced in battle.
Yes.
Zombies are resistant to bludgeoning, and skeletons are resistant to everything except bludgeoning. That's about what you learn.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Okay. Fuck me. Anyway, Shadowfell.
Shadowfell. On the Shadowfell, you get a lot. This is an extraplanar realm where the dead tend to go. It is known as the realm of the Veil. The essence or souls of creatures that die go into the Shadowfell, where they are more or less sorted to where they're supposed to go. If they are meant to return to the cycle of reincarnation, that is where they go. If they are destined for the hells, they go there. If they are destined for the heavens, they go there. It's kind of a neutral plane, but most mortals don't see it that way. It is emotionally draining. And to go to the Shadowfell is to go to a place, yes. To go to the Shadowfell is to go to a place that threatens to sap the will to live out of you because it is a place of death.
And a lot of
Crippling
sex
and lethal
parties.
Depression.
That's right.
Sex parties.
Is there
Why would you want to live after that?
anything about the Shadowdrake in there?
It's a creature of the Shadowfell. And you learn that the Shadowfell houses many creatures, not all, like many of which are not undead, are not evil. They just are naturally adapted to that plane. Yeah.
They carry the essence of it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay.
That's it for me, I guess.
Elanor?
I don't know if you want to do this tonight, but I also need to go back to the house.
Back to what house?
The mayor's.
Okay. What do you need to do at the mayor's house?
Remember, I said I was going to come back tomorrow.
The papers.
For what?
The desk.
The desk.
Oh, right. I will just tell you that you're not going to find necessarily anything incriminating there. So it kind of depends on what you're looking for.
There's something incriminating.
Megan's like, I've decided there's something incriminating.
I understand. You know what? Give me a society check. You are existing in a society where people don't want you to... We live in a society.
Natural 20 for 28.
Oh my god.
There's something incriminating there.
You find no.
Tierra has done her level best to take out anything from her husband's desk and papers that would endanger her family, is the way she's thinking about it. And she did a good job. But as you dig through the desk, you are able to uncover links from half-referenced notes to people and figures that Mayor Edoris Skint had connections to, that he did business with. And you learn through one single note in one journal that Tierra must have missed about a group in the Gravedrake called the Cataclysm. And your attention instantly focuses there. Because there's nothing good called the Cataclysm. There is no good group or organization called the Cataclysm. You bring this back to your group, your friends, and everything. But on the
And I would
last...
also go to the library, but yeah.
we're way past this. This is what you're spending your time. And as you go back, Canda does say to the group, "Hey y'all, but I have a favor to ask. I haven't heard from a friend of mine for a while. He lives on the west end of the Gravedrake Wood, and if you wouldn't mind, he hasn't shown up for the Year's End Festival, and he never misses it. So I wouldn't mind if you would go and check on him. His name is Denarius. Would you mind going and
So Jared?
No, that's a reference. That's when you write things down and you don't say them out loud. His name is Denarius. Would you mind going and checking on him?"
Cool. Is this after my conversation with Zander?
Yes. Oh shit, your conversation with Zander. There's too much to happen in the lore episode. Go ahead.
And I need to also message you about something I wanted to do.
Cool.
That I
You can
forgot
message me about that.
Uh-huh.
And she says, his brother set off into the Gravedrake.
Denarius?
Denarius.
His Denarius? His
He just made the joke.
Okay.
He just made the same joke.
brother.
Denarius' brother just set off into the Gravedrake, and he was saying this is probably not relevant necessarily, but he was saying he was headed off to prevent a cataclysm, and then I haven't seen Denarius in a while, and I would just appreciate it if you would check it out. And right about that time is when you all convene in the Ciderwood Inn.
Cool.
On the second to last day of Year's End, and that is where we will pick up next time.
Cool.
A lore episode is so much with this fucking group. Holy shit, you guys.
We gotta do the Zander convo too, don't forget.
Xander and also Mossy has to message me something.
I think you know what.
I don't know off the top right now, but I believe that I will realize later. Oh my god. Good night, future Garrett.